What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to That's Football. My name is Craig, and I will be soon joined by Mark Goldbridge, and we're going to take a watch along of Portugal. I was going to say Arsenal. Arsenal. It's the last time I was on here, we were doing Arsenal. Obviously, Portugal's game against my country, the Republic of Ireland. And to say I'm nervous, ladies and gentlemen, to say I'm a little bit worried about what might happen here would be an understatement. Obviously, we know Ronaldo's chasing down that international goal scoring record. Probably odds on that he'll break that tonight, but yeah, Mark's just running a couple of minutes late, so don't worry. He will be with me very soon. We'll go through the starting 11s. In fact, let me read out the starting 11s for you while we're waiting for Mark to come in. We'll start with Portugal, and obviously he's going to be a lot stronger sounding than the Republic of Ireland's lineup. Patricio in goal, Dennis Cancelo, Pepe, Ruben Dias, Guerrero, Fernandes, Paulinho, and Bernardo Silva. Cristiano Ronaldo, Diogo Jota, and Rafa Silva make up the starting 11. You may notice just a tad of a drop-off here in name recognition as I go through to the Ireland team, ladies and gentlemen. Bazunu in goal, Duffy, O'Shea and Egan make up the back three. Then it's Seamus Coleman, I'm sure you'll have heard of him, Jeff Hendrick, Josh Cullen, Jamie McGrath, Matt Doherty, Aaron Connolly and Adam Ida that make up the starting 11 for Stephen Kenny's men. Obviously a name there that's a bit of a surprise to most of us, Jamie McGrath, St. Mirren player who's been drafted in, so let's see. Shane Long obviously ruled out of the game, unfortunately, with COVID. So we wish him a speedy recovery. But yeah, this could be happening, folks, couldn't it? Let's be honest about it. This could be ugly. But we hope for the best. You know what I mean? It's not pretty. I'm a Liverpool fan as well. So just imagine how the last 24 hours has been for me, folks. I've had to sit through the transfer window, and now today I'm sitting through what could possibly be disgusting. So yeah, I'm nervous to say the least, but hopefully we can pull something out of the bag. Although I wouldn't be putting any money on it, would you? It's a matter of this. The whole showpiece here is basically everybody on your side is on Ronaldo watch. Goldbridge on Ronaldo watch. That international goal scoring record is there to be broken, and I'm going to be the plucky Irish underdog that's here to hope for the best and see what these guys can do. And, sometimes you raise your level playing against better players. And this is certainly a strong Portuguese lineup. The players, the referee and his assistants are walking out now. Game taking place in the Algarve, by the way. Nice part of the world if you haven't been there. It starts in about 7 minutes, folks. And don't worry, Mark will be along. He's just finishing up. Get the HITC Sport Irish guy on. I am the real Irish guy. Relax, dude. There's only one Irish egg. He's here. There's only one man signed to the channel. One boy that can take on the might of you fuckers on his own. And that is the Irish me. So relax. It's all good, dude. It's all good. We'll have a bit of fun. And never mind the other Irish guy. I'm still here in the country. You know what I mean? Do the day-to-day slog. Michael Ramsey's a lovely guy, by the way. I know Michael. He's a friend of mine and somebody who I do a little bit of content with from time to time as well. For those wondering, the game is on 4:02 if you're in Sky in the UK and Ireland. It's also, of course, on RTE, Radio Telefíche Éireann, if you're in Ireland. There is Stephen Kenny shaking hands with his opposite number. And as I said, we are just awaiting Mark to pop in. He will be in very shortly. We're going to get smashed, said Nora Woollahan. Oh, Nora, do you know what I mean? Just, I don't know what to say. I'm honestly sitting here and I'm nervous as hell because this could be anything. And well, it's the big show. Yeah, I'll take that, mate. You know what I mean? I wish it was actually that big, but no. 2-0 Portugal is a prediction. Hey, Sapna and Baldy. I'm all right, man. A little bit disappointed. Not more than a little bit disappointed with Liverpool's transfer window, but it is international duty today, so we are here to take a look at Portugal against the Republic of Ireland, my beautiful home nation. Nice to see the tricolour being flown there, and a lot of Irish fans made the trip to the Algarve. Well, a few Irish fans made the trip to the Algarve, but there are Irish fans there nonetheless. Let's wait and see what happens. Goldbridge, as I said, will be in momentarily. So as soon as Mark joins, we'll swap around the scenes and you'll have both of us for the game. I think he's just finishing up stuff on the United stand, maybe getting a drink or something as well. What have he said? Ida Masterclass, said somebody. 3-0 Portugal, Ronaldo hat-trick, said Noah. If you're dissatisfied with Liverpool, Newcastle's even worse. No argument. You've got me, mate. No argument there whatsoever. I agree with you wholeheartedly that Newcastle would be worse. So, yes, you're not going to get any argument from me on that one. Let me just pull this back a little bit closer because I can see there's a few things there. 1 second. I'm trying to just adjust something here for you good folks. 1 second, bear with me. Right, there, hopefully that's a bit better. Do I think Ireland have a chance tonight? Not really. I'm trying to be honest about it. If I sat here and told you that Ireland are going to go out here and absolutely hammer Portugal or beat Portugal, you'd probably think I was a little bit deluded. And you know what? It's kind of a hit to nothing, isn't it? Or a free hit in this one. Stephen Kenny, the odds are we're not going to qualify. We're not going to qualify for the Euro. So, let's just wait and see what happens. Right. Is Mark with you? Yes, he's coming on in a moment. Sorry, I'm just going to move my green screen a little bit closer here because there's a couple of things I'm not happy with. That doesn't look great there. That looks a lot better. Which is the official anthem, this one or Ireland's call? This one, Sinn Féin Fáil. Atá Gaelic Bhíondar Slú. That's the Irish national anthem. A soldier's call, mate, is how it translates. What's the one? What was the one for the fucking rugby again? Ireland's call is the rugby national anthem that was written because we play as a combined country in rugby. So Ireland's call is for rugby. And Sinn Féin Fáil, Tá Gaelic Bhíondar Slú is for the football team and everything else to do with the Republic of Ireland. So yeah, there you go. That's the difference. You look emotionally, I'm just knackered, dude. I'm absolutely knackered. It's been a mental last week or so. A soldier song. There you go. We've loads of songs. I tell you, the Italia World Cup 90 Ireland soundtrack. Now that's the best one out there, bar none. Give him a bit of put him under pressure. Ole, ole, ole. Relax. I'm waiting for Goldbridge as well. Everybody who's asking where Goldbridge is, I'm here waiting for him as well. Every day's a school day, said Alex Connor. Yeah, thankfully after today and an hour tomorrow, I'm off for the weekend. So I'm off to Leeds for some boxing to watch Katie Taylor fight and obviously Josh Warrington against Lara as well, which is going to be fun. Where is the Guinness? I don't drink. Yeah, I'm a teetotal Irishman, believe it or not. We've beaten Ireland and Germany. Oh, mate, or Italy and Germany. Indeed, we have. Giant Stadium in New York as well. Ray Houghton, I'll never forget that one. USA 94. We've beaten them all, mate. But, I think it's fair to say we're a bit of a stronger team than we currently have. Can I speak Irish? Cúpla focal, mate. You know what I mean? Just a few words, the bare minimum. A lot of my friends can speak Irish fluently. I can't. I never really grasped the language as well as a few of my mates did. A few of them went to Irish college and stuff over the summer, but no, I can't speak it fluently, not at all. Thoughts on United's transfer window? I think we'll all agree, even United fans, just that one player short for you guys. You probably wanted to bring in Varane, check, Sancho, check. Never even thought about Ronaldo, but that's the cherry on top for you guys. And then obviously just that central defensive midfielder short, really, I suppose. So yeah, Mark's streaming FIFA. Do you know what I mean? The man, he's just a creation machine, isn't he? I don't know how he gets the time of the day. Honestly, I don't. He really puts the work in. There he is. Ahoy, hoy.
All right. It's not a big game for me, is it? I'm not Irish.
Who was saying it was a big game?
That massive game for you, lot.
It's not. It's just a matter of how much. It's a matter of, building for the future, Mark.
I'm just on Ronaldo watch, mate. There he is. Look, Cristiano.
Look at this smug look on his face. Look at him. He's only here 2 minutes.
Oh, that's the bench.
He's there. Don't worry. Relax, mate. He's there.
I'm looking at the bench. I was like, where is he? Look at that beautiful Portuguese sky.
He's already been given his trophy. His old top goal scorer in the world. Oh, I'm just so great, Cristiano trophy.
I'll be getting one of them in the Premier League soon.
Don't even talk to me, Goldbridge. I don't want to listen to you.
We will be talking about the transfer stuff, but
there is none.
Viva Ronaldo! I was going to sing that for 2 hours until I can get.
We're on the one road, maybe the wrong road. We're on the road to God knows where. I can counter your singing, mate.
What's the score going to be in this game then? Come on.
Something nil.
Are you that bad? I don't know. Look, I lived in Ireland for 3 years. It's not like the Scots. I'll banter them. I don't really have an appetite to banter the Irish. I love Ireland, and I'm disappointed that they've become so crap. But
it stems right from grassroots and a lack of investment, and we all know the FAI shambolic. So let's just hope Stephen Kenny and the lads can learn from this, get some experience in the boys. There's a St Mirren guy, Jamie McGrath, came in the midfield. Obviously, Shane Long been ruled out with COVID. And, I think we have to just look to the future. Sure, we wouldn't cope in Qatar anyway, Mark, would we? Far too hot for us Irish over there.
Yeah. be nice to have you on the World Cup watch-alongs. Oh, you were on them last year, but it'd be nice to, it's a bit like, when you were on them watch-alongs and Ireland not being in the Euros, it was a little bit like, when you're like one of your mates who's not married and they can't get a girlfriend and they keep coming to all these weddings and everyone just is smile and polite to them, and it's that sort of thing. It'd be nice for you to bring a girl to the wedding.
We'll start doing retro watch-alongs of USA.
I don't know which way you go.
And Italia 90. We'll do them. We'll do the good old days, the Jack Charlton era.
Anyway, the reason I'm watching this game is Craig was always going to do Portugal against Ireland because I think it's a good game. And then United bought Ronaldo, and I said, Craig, can I join you? Because I watch Ronaldo a lot. I know exactly what sort of a number 9 he is, but I think a lot of people need to learn what sort of a number 9 he is. And I still think they think he's the guy who used to play on the wing and run past people at 40 miles an hour. But he's not. He's a number 9 now. So, I mean, look, early days, look at Ronaldo. Look how he's moving around in the box. He's all around that number 9 area. Movement.
He'll learn a lot from playing with Diogo Jota, Mark. He will. He'll learn a lot there tonight from Diogo Jota.
He's playing with Bruno, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's the runs from Jota he'll be looking at. You know what I mean? The movement, the little drop of the shoulder. That is some good Portuguese team, though, isn't it? In fairness, they have some strength and depth.
Yeah, I'll sync in a minute when we're just about to hit 2 minutes. We're on 1 minute and 40 at the moment, and United. I nearly said United. You nearly said United.
I said Arsenal. When I was doing the intro, I said Arsenal.
United nearly out scoring there. I mean Portugal, but yeah. I mean, look. The thing I would notice is he's not super fast Ronaldo anymore, but he's very, very mobile over 5 yards. You can just see that spring is there. He's still got that amazing leap. But he's a number 9. That's what he is. We've just hit 2 minutes exactly, and they've took it off the bloody thing. Are you watching it on Sky or RTE?
Yeah, I've avoided RTE today purposely. I went straight onto Sky. Although if I was looking for punditry, I'd have to say I'd stick with RTE. But, we have history with that clock, Mark.
Well, we're just about to hit 2 minutes, 28, 29, 2 minutes and 30 seconds exactly. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 2 minutes and 40. There you go. Bruno's got it on the wing here. So, yeah, I mean, who plays for Ireland then?
Yeah, the lads, yeah.
The
lads. We went through the starting 11, and look, you recognise a few of them. Shane Duffy, Dara O'Shea, John Egan, Coleman, Hendrick, Josh Cullen, Jamie McGrath, Matt Doherty, Aaron Connolly, Adam Ida. Do you know, household names there through and through.
I know Doherty and Coleman.
Yeah, you probably, Duffy.
You know Shane Duffy, isn't he in Boyzone?
No, that's, well, yeah, well, not the same one. Yeah, and his sister would be Bewitched as well. You know,
Are they playing the midfield? Are they the ones in the midfield going?
I was keeping an eye on my phone all day and checking Ryanair as well, just in case Stephen Kenny needed a last-minute call-up. Because that's how bad things are looking at the minute, mate. And it's not his fault. It just isn't. It's the same age-old story, isn't it? You bring some players through. Can they cut it in the League of Ireland? Is the League of Ireland good enough to feed the national team? Or do they go off and play in the UK? Age-old story. And it has to be changed at some point, and maybe some League of Ireland players given a chance.
Yeah. Just because Ronaldo learned how to play as a number 9 doesn't mean he turned into Peter Crouch. He's still brutal on the counter, says Mammy's in there. Yeah, he's still very mobile. Yeah, I mean, he's still very mobile. He's just not a winger anymore. I don't think he runs at players as much as he used to. That's the big thing. And he's more about movement off the ball and getting shots off and winning crosses into the box. His intention is to get a shot off. That's what he's there for. Whereas I think, in his younger days, he was a provider and, goal scorer as well. He's just changed his game.
So I'll tell you what, there's a different look off you from the last time we recorded together, amigo.
I know,
there's a different look.
I know.
A lot more satisfied
we'll talk
with
about
what's
Liverpool's
happened.
transfer window, but that won't take very long.
Yeah, no, it won't. Yeah, we can get over that very quickly. Look, mate, I think this might be the straw that breaks the camel's back for a lot of us.
The thing that would annoy me about Liverpool's transfer window, if I was a Liverpool fan, would be what would annoy me if United had done nothing, is that you can't do nothing when Chelsea are doing what Chelsea are doing and Man City are doing what they're. If you stand still, you fall behind. In fact, this is here's something for a Liverpool fan. We finished second under Mourinho, and you finished, I think, I don't know, third, maybe fourth. We bought nobody, and it was the summer when you got Alisson. I think you might have got Fabinho that summer. I think you got a couple of other players that summer, and we stood still. And that was when you started competing. That was the year where you nearly won it, and Man City won it, and then you did win it the year after. You can't stand still. You just cannot stand still in this game, and I think Liverpool stood still in the summer transfer window.
I can't help but feel like, and again, this is just my opinion, because people like to think if you or I or anyone saying we try and speak for whole fan bases, we don't. This is just my opinion. I can't help but feel like this might be the owner saying, well, you didn't want us in the Super League. We haven't got that cash. You didn't want us furloughing staff. We haven't got that cash. You didn't want us to put the £77 ticket prices up. We haven't got that cash. This is the real world, and it's unacceptable. It's just quite simply unacceptable. And you're right. Most Liverpool fans that I know were realistic. A midfielder in the 30 to 40 million range, and maybe a forward in the 30 to 40 million range, and we would have been set. Konate we're all happy with, but it's an embarrassment, mate, when you hear in the morning and the media are being briefed, the Athletic staff, James Pearce being briefed that Nat Phillips is available to move on the transfer deadline day. Then later that evening, he signed a 4-year contract. And he says like that.
The thing is, I actually put a tweet out that did quite well with Liverpool fans, which is ridiculous for a United fan. But I basically said, when Dean Henderson was announced, and not Dean Henderson, Jordan Henderson, I said, that's a club giving fans good news on a transfer deadline day because they've got no intention of signing anybody, but they want to try and make people not realise. And it got loads of traction from Liverpool fans saying even a United fan can see it. Then when you announced Nat Phillips at 4:00, I was like, that's a piss take. That is an absolute. You don't announce that sort of player in the last few hours of a transfer window, because that's just not going to do any good.
Do you know what annoyed me most about the Henderson thing? We knew it was coming. We were calling it on our channel for days. We knew 10 days ago that was agreed. And I see Simon Jordan on TalkSport saying, well, maybe it just happened to be finished in negotiations today. No, we knew it was happening.
Waited till today.
Exactly. To me, they disrespected the captain massively by throwing him under a bus for the PR stunt. And Jordan Henderson, we will celebrate his contract renewal, and we should, but I feel like it was disrespectful of him to do it on that day. He should have had his own day. Transfer deadline day.
We did it with Martial in January, and a lot of people were very happy about it, but ultimately it was like, we know we're being spun here, and it's not really fair on the player, especially someone like Jordan Henderson, who's a very good servant to Liverpool, to have his new contract announced when he will know that not everybody is really happy because they're pissed off about signings. So the sync is 8 minutes. So and if you keep asking for it, I'm just going to ban that word, because we've already synced it with you 2 or 3 times now. So we're on 8 minutes and 15 seconds. That's enough for you to work on. Stop it. I'm harsh, aren't I? But they're being naughty, Craig, in the chat. And I want to be talking about football, not bloody sinks. I don't spend any time near the sink. I hate washing pots. But
he's not the Messiah, Mark. He's just a very naughty boy.
Manchester United. Sorry, Portugal. I keep calling them Manchester United. Knocking the ball about here. But look, early observations, if you're here for Ronaldo, which I am, early observations are that there's not many fans in the ground. I felt like I was watching a COVID game then. Maybe we are. I don't know. Maybe they've got some restrictions in Portugal. But early observations for those who are saying Ronaldo's a great signing but probably haven't watched him play for 5 years. He is a fantastic number 9. He is very, very mobile, but he's definitely a number 9. And here we go. Trying to pass out from the back island. He's given a penalty. Viva Ronaldo!
Anything at all? Is there anything to be said for another mass, Mark?
Oh, dear me. He's going to check it on VAR.
I don't think he needs to. I could see it from here, mate. You clipped him.
It was. That's what you get when you pass out from the back. I thought they got away for it.
He is checking. To me, it looked like he clipped them, if I'm being honest, on first impression.
What are they passing out from the back for? They're like me at FIFA when I try and do it with Everton. I ain't got the players. You can have a principle, but you haven't got the players to do it. So it's going to be penalty to Ronaldo.
One good game against Sweden. One good game.
The banter merchants are going to really hope. Oh, he might have got a bit of the ball there, I'd like to see
of course, look who it is throwing himself around.
Gets the ball. That's not going to be a penalty.
Oh, bit of handbags here.
Ruben Diaz. I think it might be go and have a look at the screen. Coleman and Ronaldo.
Ronaldo's just like, I've got a record to break here, don't you? Can we hurry this along?
Look at that number 7. I love the Portuguese shirt with the gold number 7 on the back. To be fair, I think he got a bit of the ball first, but I think he's going to give the penalty. Yeah. Oh, Shea and Ronaldo. Oh, my God. He's an embarrassment to your Irish shirt. Have you seen what he's just
relax
done?
there, mate. Did you not see Fernandes a second ago? Crying already. We're only minutes into the game.
Mate, you can't hold your face when your arm's been hit. I don't think it was a penalty, though. He's going
over. Yeah.
He's going to go and have a look. Yeah. Good. He's got to have a look.
By the way, I do agree with you. That was shambolic, going to the ground like that. That's not how we'd like to see footballers act.
Penalty. Yeah. He gets the ball, mate. That's not a penalty.
Are we going to have the routine now where we slag off Fernandes for rolling around, crying?
Does he kick the foot first?
The direction of the ball should tell us here.
Well, he definitely gets the ball, but I think he might kick Bruno's foot first. Gets the ball for me.
It is a very difficult one to judge.
It's not conclusive, so you've got to go with... it's hard to tell, That is a difficult... I think he might get the foot before he gets the ball.
I mean, if they're having to look at it this hard to give a penalty...
You can get... Well, no, you can't get the foot before you get the ball, can you? Because that's a foul. But I think that's a... I don't think that's conclusive. I wouldn't give the penalty.
At least the clock's still ticking.
It's like one of them rugby ones, isn't it? If you can't give the try, you can't give the try.
Yeah, they're looking... I think he hits the top of the ball and his foot comes down. If I'm being honest, that's what I think happens. Look,
I don't think there's enough there. That one looks like he gets the ball.
You're talking, mate, studs. He touches his studs briefly. He gets the ball.
He won't give it. I don't think he's going to give it. Lots of people in the chat saying that's not a penalty. I don't think it's a penalty. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. That's football. You're very welcome. Everyone's welcome on here. We're doing a Ronaldo watch, unless you're Irish. In which case, you're quite involved in this. Too long, not clear and obvious then, says Dane Grayson. Yeah, but is the rule not you can only change your mind if it's a clear and obvious error? That's not a clear and obvious error. So he's given the penalty, so he might not have to change his mind. I don't know how it changes.
Let's see. He's walking away. I think he's given this.
I think he's going to give it. Yeah.
He's giving it. Fuck.
Or has he?
I think he's given it. He pointed. I'm sure I heard him say penalty. Oh, hang on.
No, he's giving it. Yeah,
he's giving it. Joke. That's a joke. I'm sorry, but that's a joke. And that little clown, that diving, cheating little arsehole that plays for you lads. You had a go with our boy a minute ago. Come on, Mark. Stand up.
He's caught the player. He's got to go down.
No, it wasn't a penalty 20 seconds ago. Now he's crying like a little bitch.
No, but he makes contact with him afterwards.
No, he's rolling around like he's been shot, Mark. Remember, we just slagged the Irishman off a second ago for going down. Let's be fair here. Slag your own boy off.
I think that... Let's just see, because the banter people are going to want Ronaldo to miss this.
No, again, look, the decision's made. Ronaldo, it's nothing to do with him. He steps up if he scores, whatever. But again, it's just, yeah.
How do you spell swoo? Sue.
Look, he's talking about Bruno, but not Salah. Why would I be talking about Salah in a game he's not playing?
Sue.
Oh, you're strange.
Sue. He's missed it.
Hey! Go on, son! Go on! Take that, Fernandes, you little cheating git. Woo!
I had a funny feeling he was going to miss, because
he's a good keeper. Look at that.
It's not,
boom!
It's a good... it's not a great penalty, to be fair.
Justice. There was somebody in your chat saying he's talking about Fernandes. What about Salah? If Mo was playing and that happened, I'd talk about it. But come on, be fair. He's not even playing, but what a save. I think Cristiano won't probably have to wait too long for his moment, in fairness, but he's going to smash that record.
What are they looking at now?
Don't give me this, he was off his line nonsense. Oh, here.
Well.
Are we going for he's off his line or something, or encroachment? Is that what we're going for here?
Oh, don't do it to Craig.
No. Oh, throw in.
Throw in.
Oh.
I think Ronaldo missed on purpose because he knew it was a controversial penalty. That's the sort of guy he is.
I'd like to think that's true, Mark, but I can't give him the benefit of the doubt, unfortunately.
To be fair, you know what? We've got this problem at United. Bruno is a better penalty taker than Ronaldo, but Ronaldo will obviously take the penalties, but he is a better penalty taker. Ronaldo does just go for power.
I know this. I genuinely, I'm asking this question because I'm not sure. But what's the number situation at United?
He's not been announced yet, but he will get the number 7.
Is it just waiting for the Premier League to give them dispensation to change the squad number?
Yeah, he will get it. Yeah, definitely. Super chat. I'm Irish and a United fan, but yes, says ES. Oh, mate, you know, I would imagine that you would go for Ireland over Portugal, even though you're a United fan, because you're Irish. I get that. Even Cristiano would get that. So I don't think it was a penalty, but now it's been missed because Craig is calmer. I think there may have been a bit of karma there, but also I think why the penalty wasn't given, why the penalty was given, and this happened a lot in the Premier League last year. He's given a penalty. That's his decision. If that wasn't a penalty and VAR asked him to come and have a look at it, he wouldn't give it because he'd go, well, I didn't think it was a penalty and it's not clear and obvious error by me. He's given a penalty because he thought it was. And then when he's looking at the camera, he's like, well, I can't see a clear and obvious error by me, so I'm going to stick to the original decision.
I hear you. And look, I said in real time, I thought my first glance it was a penalty. So I can understand why the referee pointed to the spot. And I also do understand where you're coming from with the clear and obvious error thing.
I think we judge it quite rightly as fans, and we judge it as what we're looking at. Well, that's not a penalty. There's not enough to give it a penalty. But what we forget is that he's already given a penalty, and therefore he has to be sure that he's got it wrong. And actually, I don't think he can be sure he's got it wrong. It's not the same as rugby where they say, can I give a try? And then they'll go, well, we can't be conclusive. He's given the penalty, and then he's gone, well, I can't see any reason why I can't give it because it's not clear and obvious, even though I don't think it was a pen.
I don't disagree. I think you're right.
If I was a Liverpool fan, I would be really worried about the depth with the African Cup of Nations coming up in the last for over a month. I don't think they're going to miss that many games, are they?
2 handy enough league games and 1 cup game. So it shouldn't, you know, the travelling and all that stuff can take its toll. You could pick up an injury, of course, as with any international break, but I think it's 3 games maximum. So
depends who you play
too bad
in them 2 games.
I haven't got them off the top of my head, but they're none of the big 6. They're relatively straightforward. Well, on paper, relatively straightforward. But I don't disagree with the comment either. We should have added depth.
M. Parker, I don't know why that would be. And Ronnie Whelan thought that Ronaldo should have been sent off. I don't really care what Ronnie Whelan thinks. Didn't even know he was still opening his mouth about football. Not heard of him since 88.
It was interesting, though, that we only seen 1 clip of that little incident between Ronaldo and was it McCarthy or I can't remember who. I think it might have been McCarthy. You know, the one where he went down like he was shot. Where
he did.
I would have liked to see
He did punch him on the arm.
I didn't see it at first glance, although the reaction was still ridiculous.
And then McCarthy went down like he'd been hit in the face. It's one of those, isn't it, where you're so shocked that you've been hit. And I think in some footballers, when they actually do get hit, they're like, "I've been hit. I've got to go down." And it's like, yeah. I don't know.
Else you get what happened the other day where you stay in your feet. Remember that foul the other day in the shin pads one on the lead up to your goal? The one where the excuse was, well, he stayed in his feet. So, football's a weird world at times, isn't it? There is these matter. But I agree. Nobody, I always answer it like this. If you're walking down the street with your missus and kids and somebody bumps into you on the street, are you going down like that?
At the end of the day, I think we get a lot of decisions where we become very opinionated, and that's why I love football. But what I always will be honest about is red tinted glasses. And look, Liverpool, if that was the other way around, I'm sure they would have said, but it hits Trent's knee and then hits his arm. It's not intentional, and the arm movements afterwards. It's a reaction. But if you're a Liverpool fan and it's Reece James, you go, yeah, red card and a penalty, definitely. And in the United Wolves game, if Neves does that to Pogba and they go and score, I'm like, that's the biggest joke ever. But if it happens in the way it does, I'm like, well, you can't blame us. That's VAR. So, I actually did think that should have been a foul by Pogba, but I'm very happy it wasn't.
It is interesting, though, because we have spoken all week about how we've appreciated the bit of extra aggression that the referees have allowed through the game. So I can understand the decision. I absolutely can, because you'd one go against you. Or hang on. Yeah, you'd won a foul that you believe you should have had in the build-up where you conceded against Southampton, am I right?
Yeah.
So,
well, I think we're going to get a lot of this. It's almost like they've gone the other way. It's almost like they've misinterpreted what the intention was. I think last season there was a few penalties that were quite soft, and referees have interpreted that means they can let horrible tackles go. It's like they've gone the other way now. All the actual problem was that there was some penalties being given that maybe have been a little bit soft, but now they've gone the other way.
I've actually enjoyed it, though. I have to be honest, I've enjoyed the extra bit of aggression and referees wave and play on a bit more.
It's a bit unfair on the players because it's going to take them a little bit of time to get used to it.
I think we're going to see a lot of hypocrisy from all of our managers, to be honest with you. If it goes for us, we'll be like, yeah, well, that's what you wanted. If it goes against us, we'll be like, oh, Klopp again. It's not rugby. Do you know what I mean? This isn't rugby.
Mark the Haaland hater. Mark the United fan who backs Mason Greenwood and Cristiano Ronaldo over a Mino Raiola client that I don't want at the club. Yeah, all right then. I don't hate anybody, but there you go.
Quarter of the way in here, and we're still hanging on in there.
Yeah, we've just hit 22 minutes and 13, 14, 15 seconds. So 22 minutes and 16. Ireland are in here. And
Pepe, he's still around. God bless him. Look,
is Pepe older than Arsenal? Is Pepe older than Ronaldo?
I think he's about 38, if my memory is correct.
He's been around a long time. Pepe is 38, 39 this year. Currently plays for Porto.
We'll be playing them in the Champions League.
Well, the interesting thing is, I suppose, when you think about Pepe, is that I know when Portugal knocked out the Euros, people were saying, "Oh, that's the end of Ronaldo's international career," and I was like, "Well, not really. The World Cup's in 18 months. He'll definitely play in the World Cup."
Absolutely, and as I said, he's got a record that he wants to break, and not just break, but add on a few more on top of that, so that record's never getting broken, because it is an astonishing goal scoring record at international level.
He's broken it, hasn't he?
I think he's level on it now. That would have been the one to break it.
But I believe. I could be wrong. Isn't the guy who got it? Doesn't he play for Qatar or something like that? Who play every week?
Iran. Ali Dia, I think was the guy's name. I think he played for Iran.
And he played every week for them, didn't he, or something? I think they played.
It's one of those Pele, stat padded things, I think. Oh yeah, what about the friendlies that Pele played in his back garden? You forgot about those ones. There was another 65 goals in them.
Well, apparently, when you get these icon cards on FIFA, Pele's trying to claim every goal he scores on that. We should have said to him, "Do you realise how many people score goals with Pele every day?" He says, "Yeah, no, I should have thousands.
I have a staff counting them."
He spends his whole life going, "I'm claiming that. I'm claiming that. I'm claiming that." His phone pings every time he scores on Ultimate Team. Seamus Coleman there on a run.
Corner, here we go. Yeah. Go on, the boys. Come on. Duffy.
You never know with Portugal, though. And Portugal are the sort of team that sometimes, I remember when I used to have a little bit of a gamble on international football, it's normally quite safe. And I'd have like 8 teams and they'd all win. And then Portugal would go and lose or draw with Andorra or something stupid like that. Oh, he should have scored. What was he doing there? It fell to him. He knows. He's put his hands on his head, number 4. Is that Connolly?
21, yeah. Aaron Connolly from Brighton, yeah.
He scored against me today on FIFA. That was a good chance for Lucas, right? That was a big chance for Ireland, that.
It's a nice kit. I'm loving the Ireland kits this year, actually. They're very Italian 90-esque.
Who makes them? Your mum?
Umbro.
I didn't mean like your mum. I just meant like, Irish people say your mum.
Like Umbro.
Your mum's coat.
We used to do that. Umbro from New Balance.
We used to do that with... Oh, is that handball? No.
No appeals.
We used to do that with when I used to live in Ireland. He used to come into work in a green fleece top, and we used to say, "Where'd you get that from, your mum?"
Oh yeah, there was a few of them dodgy knitted jumpers floating around. All right, that grandparents gave that your mother made you wear.
What's the name of the shops in Ireland? Is it? It's not Dunn's. That's the cheap one, isn't it?
Oh, pennies. You call it Primark. We call it pennies.
That's it. Yeah. Dunn's is like Marks and Spencer's, I think.
Dunn's would be the higher mid-level grocery shop.
Yeah. We've got that here. It's Marks and Spencer's. So yeah, Dunn's was Marks and Spencer's and Pennies was Primark. Matthew McFadden says, Mark, did you live in Ireland? I've never heard you talk about that before. Well, Matthew, yeah, I did. I don't think I've spoken about this before. I lived there for 3 years. They're on the attack here. Who's this lad up front then, the number 9?
Isn't it Adam Ida?
Who's he play for?
I can't remember.
Hand
on heart. Can't remember.
Oh, you're such a glory fan. You can't be bothered to take any interest.
I'm not a massive fan of international football. I've said it for years.
Don't blame you being Irish. I'll tell you what I do like, Sad Grey. What a lovely lager that is.
It is. It is nice. And they have another nice one as well, actually. Superbock.
There's another one in Portugal as well. Someone will tell us. There's a Portuguese lager that's very... You see, I'm a culture vulture. When I go on holiday to Spain, I do drink like San Miguel and all that lot. Oh, what a cross! What a... Is he done it again?
That hit the post, didn't he save it? But yeah, he's keeping Caoimhín Kelleher, the Liverpool backup keeper, out. And he's doing very well, isn't he?
If he saved that, that is a magnificent save.
Sagres Superbock. And there is one other Portuguese beer, all right. You're right. I just can't think of what it is.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. It might have been Sad Grey, but yeah, I do like to drink the local beers. Someone said, Jeremy says it's a save. We'll find out in a minute.
Some save if it was.
Cancelo is not the beer. He's the right back. He plays for Norwich, this goalkeeper, apparently. I thought Brian Gunn played for them.
It's funny because Caoimhín Kelleher was out injured and would have probably been starting in the last round of internationals, and he came in, this guy, and he's done really well and deservedly keeps his place.
We're just about to hit 28 minutes and 10 seconds if you want to sync. Bazunu. Is he actually from Ireland?
Again, I didn't know what club he played for, mate, so I, don't know, but
it's not like Jordan. It's not like Jordan in the Euros, who, I always actually thought most Welsh players were Welsh, and then you find out, no, they're not. No, the number 9 plays for Norwich, not the goalkeeper. I don't know who the goalkeeper plays for. Portsmouth, we think.
Well, he could have a move ahead of him if he keeps up this, because he's looked very good the last 2 internationals.
Plays for Rochdale now. He's moved already. He's on loan at Portsmouth from Man City. There you go. He's not got a bad pedigree then, has he? We still don't know whether it was a save or it hit the post because not had a replay yet. Here we go. No, post. Yeah, he won't save that.
He should have scored it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
If he missed that for Liverpool, I'm screaming at the TV.
Connolly's nearly just flattened their manager. He has. He thought he'd stayed up and he went down. Well, he stays on his feet. He thinks he's made it. Whoa!
Up the bag.
Down over the bag. Bagged him.
It feels weird, doesn't it, that we're sitting here 3 games into a season watching more internationals again.
How much do you reckon Palino would cost us, says Inflict? I don't know, 20 million, 25 million? Did you watch the Roy Keane interview with Gary Neville when he says he turned up for Ireland and they had no gear, not even many balls? No, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's talking about Saipan.
Yeah.
He's talking about Saipan. Said the training pitch was like a car park. None of the gear had arrived. I'll tell you how bad it used to be with the FAI. You know, the FAI bigwig used to sit up in first class while the players sat down the back of the plane in the cheap seats. So he's right. I didn't like how Roy Keane went about it, but I did like that he stood up and wanted the Irish players to have basic tools to do their job, because he came from Manchester United, obviously professional club, week in, week out, and sees his colleagues go away with England and that and things done properly, and then comes to Ireland and it was a shambles.
Got a player down injured here. Might be one of them bad ones. I don't know. Yeah. I think the ref wants to book him.
Jota's. Oh, it was on Jota, wasn't it? O'Shea.
Yeah. Ooh, what's he done on his back foot here? Ooh.
Oh, that did bend, didn't it? Hyperextended that.
Yeah. He might get lucky. RT commentary is embarrassing, says Cummins Cider. I don't think he'll be coming back on.
Does Jamie Oliver have a pub called The Cock in Cider?
Do they?
I'm almost certain he has a pub. Jamie Oliver has a pub with that name.
Well, there are rumours. Yeah, this hit the post. We're all saying great save and it hits the post.
It's almost as if he didn't want to generate power or anything with it. It's weird. You're told to head
He's gone for
down
direction,
into the
hasn't he? He's gone for direction. With headers, you should just head it down and make sure it's on target. Don't go for the bottom corner on a header.
Oh, here's
Is
the
Ronaldo playing at striker? Says Steve Locke. Yeah. I mean, he's walking on it. I don't think he'll be playing on. No, he's coming off yet. Yeah.
Surprised the ref didn't just put the yellow card in his chest and walk away. Hey, that's for you, son. All the best.
Yeah. If his ankle's hurting, I'm not surprised. He did twist it round 90 degrees.
Yeah, definitely hyperextended it. Didn't look great. That's definitely going to need ice in the morning.
It's like Michael said, what's the dude doing walking on that ankle? Yeah. As I said, you can twist your ankle, no damage, go back, it's fine. But you can also twist your ankle and fuck it up. And I think he might have fucked it up. I don't think he should have been walking on it, really.
Who were England playing first in the internationals? Kosovo or something.
I think we've got Hungary tomorrow. Yeah, I'm doing a watch along on here tomorrow for England against Hungary. So tune in for that. I think got Hungary tomorrow. Somebody shite over the weekend, and then we've got Poland. So
Hungary. Szoboszlai is a very good player.
I don't know whether he's fit though. He wasn't fit in the last. I'm sure we've played them already. Let's have a quick look. Apparently, Norway are beating Holland. Yeah, they are.
Was it Haaland?
Yeah. Denmark are beating Scotland. Good team, Denmark, as we know. Turkey are beating Montenegro. God, Montenegro must be shite. Never going to back Turkey again.
Yeah, they made us all look a bit silly, didn't they? There was a lot of dark horse talk there for Turkey in the Euros.
Yeah, Sweden are playing Spain tomorrow. Italy are playing Bulgaria. And England are playing Hungary tomorrow. Then on Sunday, we're playing Andorra at 5 o'clock, which I don't know whether I'll do a watch along for that on Sunday. I don't know about that.
I'll be in Leeds. This weekend. Looking forward to it.
Cross comes in. Viva Ronaldo. Viva Ronaldo.
Do you know
Republic of Ireland are playing Azerbaijan at 5 o'clock. I'm sure you'll be watching that.
I will not. I will be holed up in a hotel, as I said, relaxing, not doing anything.
Portugal are playing Qatar on Saturday in a friendly, because I'm not doing a watch along for that shit, although Ronaldo will probably score about 9. And I think England are playing on Wednesday against Poland. And on Tuesday night, Azerbaijan for Portugal. So he's going to bang some goals, Ronaldo. You're playing Serbia. Oh, he's still walking on that bloody ankle, look. Get him on a bloody bed. He's broken his ankle.
I'll refer you back to the Ryan Keating comments earlier on, Mark, about the standard of professionalism throughout the FAI. Oh, good defending. This is first time traveling anywhere this weekend. Interesting to see what the airports are like.
Sorry, I'm getting in trouble in the chat for blanking, but I'm not on the screen with you. I am on the screen with you, but I was looking at something else, trying to tell people what fixtures were. So I was on the BBC website, so I probably wasn't listening. You're off to Leeds. I know, you keep telling me about this. What, are you going to watch box? It's not AJ, is it?
Oh, it doesn't matter, mate. You just live in your own world there. I'll just talk away to myself here.
When is AJ Fury?
It's 27th or 25th of September. I will be going to that as well. It's not Fury, it's Usyk. Fury's fighting Wilder. It's Warrington Lara in Leeds with Katie Taylor fighting on the undercard, which is one of the main reasons we're going over. Cheer on Katie. It's actually at Headingley, which, it's interesting because the stadium, there's the cricket ground to one side and then the Leeds Rhinos stadium on the other side of it. So it should be good fun.
We should do some That's Boxing.
Oh, yes, please. That'd be class.
When's
do love a bit of boxing.
Yeah, I don't. People always ask me to do watch-alongs for boxing, but I think it's such a crap sport to do on your own. I think you do need a couple of people when you're watching that.
Definitely need at least two. Definitely. It's Wilder's fighting Fury in October in Vegas, but that'll be a very late start time. The Usyk Joshua fight, and I think it's 25th if my memory's right, in the Spurs Stadium. That'll be a good one for you to try first. Maybe get Jordan. I know Jordan's DJing that night.
Yeah, I'll see if we can get some. We'll do the Fury one. I like Fury.
Oh, definitely.
And that'll be a good fight, Fury Wilder.
Be a late night though, but I'm up for it. Be good, interesting, because the winner of that will, of course, most likely go on to fight AJ or Usyk.
I'll ask one of the lads if anyone watches boxing. We can have a threesome, then watch the boxing. Still 0-0 here. Ireland doing all right. They've obviously got, well, I don't know whether they have. It looks like they've got spaced seating here, doesn't it?
Yeah, there is definitely a restriction in place.
We don't care about that in Ireland anymore. We don't care about that in England now. What about in Ireland?
We're close. 22nd of October, almost all things will be removed. It's being done gradually between now and then. So we're nearly there.
I might come over for the the November international break.
I've had a word with the county council in Malahide about the statue. They're looking into it at the minute.
If we say November the 10th, then everyone can put it in their diary. Malahide, just at North Dublin, lovely little place, and I want the statue down by the marina.
They were going to use the lads that did the Man City one. I said, no. Have you seen them? He looks like Kenny Dalglish.
Yeah, got to be gold. They think in Malahide their most famous person is the Edge, but the Edge can get in the bin.
Even at that, he's English.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I'm English as well, so
we'll bring it to Shankill. We'll bring it to Shankill, mate. The real part. You know what I mean? I'll bring it to my people.
They'll love me. They'll bloody love me.
They'll certainly give you a welcome. Do you know what I mean? They're very nice people out my side of Dublin. A very, very, very opposite side of Dublin to where you were.
That sounds great. Let's do it.
They genuinely do know who you are, by the way. So we have a group chat of Shankill guys. And they do think you're funny. So you probably get a few points off you that night. Either way, you're all over Dublin.
I love Ireland. Love Ireland. I don't love Ireland, but I love Ireland, the place. I lived there for 3 years, as I keep telling you. Love it. But it's
look
it.
at
It's
this.
it. Oh,
Tell you what, that was nice though.
yeah. This is typical Portugal. This is 25% capacity tonight, says Brendan O'Brien. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. And 10,000 of the legends watching. I am doing England tomorrow as well, so get involved with that.
Look at this. I tell you what, the boys are doing all right here. It's in the Algarve. Anyone know which Portuguese club stadium this is in? Who plays down the Algarve?
I think this is just down the road from. I drove past it when I stayed there. Albufeira way. It's around there, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's out near the airport. The airport's out near Albufeira.
Yeah. It is. I drove past it. I'm trying. Lagos is around near there as well. I think. If anyone knows, I think it's sort of that. It's near Albufeira and that sort of thing. Because you drive past it if you can drive out the airport.
It's at the Estadio Algarve. That doesn't really help us out here with whose club it is. Cleared. Second ball for Portugal, right-hand side. Probably have a few minutes of additional time here at the end of this one because of the penalty call. I haven't bought an Ireland kit in a very long time, but I'm very tempted to buy the new one. It's really nice. Just can't justify spending €70 on something that has Umbro on it, though. Oh, here we go. Bit of space again. Go on, boys. Oh, gee. Come on, mate.
Yes.
You on Pornhub again?
No, this is just a clip of Ronaldo when he was very young having an interview with Sky, but he couldn't really speak. So Gary Neville was telling him what to say. I'm not being rude, Darren. We get on. Bloody hell. People think like we're a couple of strangers that I can't go and look at my phone. We're like a married couple. It's fine.
Absolutely. I don't take any offense by it at all. Like we message. Yeah, it's grand. This is the way we work.
We're comfortable in being ignored. It's fine.
We're both sitting here without pants on. It's absolutely sound.
I'm knackered. That bloody transfer deadline, it was good fun. But when I went to bed last night, I was like, I've been on and off live for 11 hours and nothing actually happened. And adding into that basically last season was 3 games a week for a year, straight into the Euros, and then a massive transfer window. I just woke up this morning. I was like, fucking, it's been a mad year. Can only imagine what the players feel like.
Exactly. I said to my missus as well, usually I hate the international breaks, but I'm kind of grateful that this one's come along because I can take 3 or 4 days to just relax.
Well, I'm just looking forward to when I don't mind this international break massively because the transfer window closing on a Tuesday night takes away 2 days.
Oh, here we go. Go on, Conley.
He's got. Oh, good block.
Oh, unlucky boys.
Should have scored that.
Again, though, good play.
Yeah, but he's narrowed his own angle there. He needs to get the shot off before that.
Yeah, he didn't allow himself enough space to open his body up. All right.
No.
Lovely ball, though.
That ball is
if that touch took him too far, he should have opened his body up.
Yeah, that one's too heavy.
Why didn't he try and get some height on it? At least try and lift it over the keeper. Still, though, good build-up play. Lovely ball to the outside of the foot.
Seb says, give an opportunity like that to Parrott and it's in. What, John Parrott?
Isn't Troy Parrott injured at the minute, though? I could be wrong on that. I thought I read somewhere he was injured.
I'm loving the chat.
No, he's on the bench. Obviously, he's not injured. He's on the bench.
The chat is telling us how Ronaldo's finished. I love it. There's absolutely no part of me that thinks Ronaldo's finished, which is why I'm not responding to your trolling really and just ignoring
Most United fans that I've spoken to about Ronaldo are fairly realistic in that they know that he isn't the same player. They know he will be going to the centre and they know that he will do a job in the box. And that's been the
Goal!
Oh, hello!
Ireland!
Oh!
Very much.
Go on, son!
The Chelsea goal at the weekend. Carbon copy. Was it
Yeah.
Aspilicueta?
It was Havertz.
Havertz, yeah. Goal
Was that
Ireland.
Egan? Was that Duffy? Was that Duffy Havertz? Or was it Egan?
I'm proud of you. You know, I lived there for 3 years. Well done.
Go on, son.
Egan. Sheffield United, isn't he?
Yeah. Egan Havertz at the near post. You love to see it. What a touch. What a flick. Have a bit of that, Patricio.
I'll tell you what, if I was Irish, this is exactly the sort of game I would go away. I'd love to go away to this. It's right near Albufeira.
Disguise it as a little holiday now with the family. Yeah, don't tell them till you're over there.
The weather's good. Oh, we got stuck for a week. Oh, yeah. You book a holiday there, and then when you're there, the night before, you tell the missus, I can't believe it. I can't do Irish. I can't believe it. You'll never guess what. Ireland are playing Portugal. Well, you won't be able to go. It's massive. No, it's down the road. And I've got tickets.
Hand on heart, this is true. I went on holidays with my family before when my daughter was quite young. And I met another Liverpool fan over there. And it was when Dirk Kuyt was making his Liverpool debut. And we sat there amongst the two families arguing about why me and this other lad that I just met should be allowed to hire a car and drive all the way to watch this game, which was probably 12 hours away. It didn't go down too well.
It's many years since I've been on holiday they're giving the yellow cards out a lot, isn't he? Connolly's just got a book now. It's many years since I've been on holiday, you know, without kids, without my own kids. I don't just take any random kids on holiday without my own kids, with just the missus, especially not in Portugal. You don't want to be doing that. But the reality is that when we used to go on holiday to Spain and that, a couple of times we'd get in and the flights are late flights. So you get to your hotel at about 2:00 in the morning. And, you know, you don't want to go straight to bed, do you? So you go and find a bar. And there's always football on the telly in Spain. And it's the same in Portugal. And you'll put it on and you'll be like, it'll be football you'd never knew existed. It'll be like beach football where Spain are playing France. You're like, and it'll have a big stadium. You're like, where's all this football come from? Why do we not know about this? And it's like, in a mini stadium with like a five-a-side in sand, and it's just they've got all.
Go on! Oh, have you not released them? But the main thing now is get through to half time.
This is typical Portugal. I told you this. They can lose to Andorra. Jota. Oh, keeper got lucky there. We nearly jinxed him.
I thought the spin on that was taking it in. I won't lie.
It's going to be a good second half. This.
At the first, I have a 17-year-old daughter, and I haven't been away with just my wife for a week's holiday in 17 years. And in January, because we both turned 40 this year, in January we're going to Lanzarote for a week to an adult-only hotel. I don't even know. Do you ever get that though? If you go away with your good lady wife for even just a night or two, you have phantom hearing of your children crying or screaming. You hear a child somewhere, your ears, you're like a little.
I'm too pissed, mate.
Meerkat.
Oh, lovely ball over the top. Jota. He's going to shoot. Oh, what far off.
He's some player though. Jota.
We went away a couple of weeks ago on a Thursday. We just went and spent a night in town. There's a new hotel, the Grand Hotel, very nice in Birmingham. And we went there on the Thursday afternoon just to go out for a meal and then stay the night and come back Friday lunchtime. And when we got into Birmingham on the train, I said, can't check in till 3. It's half. My wife said, it's only 2:30. We'll just have a coffee. I said, let's go to the pub. I must have drank 4 pints in like an hour. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. Just got hammered straight away.
Be honest. No, I want you to be honest here. Has there ever been a time where you've been a little bit tipsy or you've had a few pints and stuff's not going your way at a hotel where you're very close to the words, do you know who I am?
No.
Never. Mate, I pulled that shit when I was a nobody in Saloon, locked. Telling them I work for TripAdvisor, standing on the table shouting.
No, I would never do that. Although, to be fair, when we did go into the hotel, I we walked towards the hotel and the guy at the door was like, here, come on in. I was like, how do you know I'm going in this hotel? Like, and I'm like, all right, okay. takes us to the thing. Then he takes our bags up, and we're just opening the door. He goes, "I love what you do on the United stand." I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks, mate."
You're right. All right, Draughty. I know. I didn't know you had part-time work, but whatever.
It was Draughty. I told him, be at that hotel for that time and get my bags up to that room. Do you go to many Irish games, Craig? Love a good night at the Aviva, says ESC Connor. He doesn't even like them. He's already admitted that.
I do. No, look, if you look at my profile picture on Twitter, it's me at the Aviva in the press box. I go to a few. I would say, look, I'm a bit of a fair weather international fan. I'll be the first to admit that, but they are right. The atmosphere, if it's full at the Aviva, can be amazing. Or as we still should really call it, Lansdowne Road. But it's just a shame what's going on with the F. And the ticket pricing's not great either, if I'm being honest with you. Like, they want 40 quid minimum before all the other charges and stuff for the game that's during the week. It's ridiculous.
Might be taking Bruno off in this game. Mark, no club team currently plays at this stadium, but Ferenc, formerly Gibraltar national football team, and Portugal play selected games there, says Joel Morris. It is the one near the airport, isn't it? On the road to Albufeira and Lagos.
It has to be. I can't imagine they have too many big ones in and around such a small area. It's half time anyway. What are we talking about there?
Well, what we're going to talk about at half time is, is there any topic you want to talk about around half time, actually?
Anything but the transfer window will do me grand, mate.
I think favourites for the title. That'll be a good one.
It's I'd say Chelsea, if I'm being blunt.
Why do you think that is, though? What is it they've done that makes them now better than City for you?
I don't think they are. I just think City are going to be laser focused on the Champions League.
Yeah, you said that before, actually.
I don't. There's nothing that I think they have better than City, or that they are better suited than City. I think last year both clubs probably would have happily switched around what they would. Well, maybe the fans wouldn't, but I know Pep certainly wanted that Champions League. And let's be honest, it's going to be his tenure, whichever way you look at it, will probably be deemed by maybe everybody outside of Manchester City as a failure if he comes away without that European Cup. And as for PSG. But that's madness.
Apparently, the beers in Portugal are Superboc and Sagre. I think it's Sagre. I think that's the one I liked. And the keeper for Ireland is 19, apparently, as well. So there you go. Thanks for all the super chats, by the way. And please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. You're very, very welcome. I'm going to stick with Man City. I'm not going to change. Who did you predict at the start of the season was going to win the league? And let us know in the chat who you're thinking for the title and why. I did go Man City with Chelsea second, and I was tempted to go with Chelsea, but I went with Man City because last year I said Liverpool, and I was wrong.
I think I actually went Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, United. Now, this was pre some transfers, pre-Lukaku, I think, when I made this. But yeah, I think you could make a valid argument for either one of them being the favourites, to be honest. But I do think that I think it might actually work in Liverpool United's favour if we underplay and just go about our business. I'm certainly, as a Liverpool fan, not going to be going around talking about league titles, but I am confident that if we get breaks with injuries and if things, nothing bad goes our way, we'll be there or thereabouts. Because our first 11, our first 14 even, are still very, very, very good.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you can avoid injury, you'll be all right. But I do think that I've said this before, so I don't want to bore people. But I remember the Champions League final between PSG and Bayern a couple of years ago, and I looked at the bench and I went, "This is the new world. You've got to have that level of quality on your bench now." Liverpool don't have what Man City and Chelsea have got on their bench. And to be fair, United are getting there. We are a bit short in the midfield, but we are going to have probably a Mason Greenwood or a Sancho on the bench, or a Martial will be on the bench, and a Cavani might be on the bench, and a Lindelof will be on the bench, and a Delo and a Tellez. There's some real good quality players on our bench. We're just short in the midfield.
I think for us, the Chelsea game was probably a good microcosm of exactly where we are in the season. So Roberto Firmino picked up an injury just before half time, and Klopp brought Diogo Jota on. That was pretty much when we needed to change the game in the second half when Chelsea were down to 10, he looked and he brought on Thiago, which you can understand. But 5 minutes to go, Robertson was knackered and he had to bring on another fullback because we had Minamino, Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And I thought it was very telling that he didn't trust any of those to come on and make a difference. So why are we supposed to believe that over the course of a season that they're suddenly okay if the manager isn't trusting them in that major moment? That was my argument against anyone who said we didn't need to bring in another attacking option.
I think Liverpool are interesting. We're talking about title favourites. I think Liverpool are interesting, though, because Chelsea do play Man City in a couple of games' time. And I was looking at that Liverpool-Chelsea game, and the reason I was pissed off with Anthony Taylor is because he always does it to Chelsea, and I don't rate him. But I was like, if Liverpool win that game, they've got another 3 games that are really winnable. And if Liverpool win their first 6, we know that team can get into a rhythm and go and win their first 15, 20. So I was happy that Chelsea got that result. I think they deserved it as well. But I also think, in fairness to Liverpool, there's not a lot more they could have done. I was very surprised they didn't win the second half, but I thought that was a prime example. And we watched Arsenal, Man City, didn't we? And Arsenal go down to 10 men and you think they're going to get battered because their players are shit. They've got no organisation. They don't play for the shirt and they're not asked, regardless of what you think about the manager. But Chelsea are probably like Liverpool would be, maybe like Man City or United would be. If they go down to 10 men, those players will play for each other and they're organised. And it's very hard to beat 10 men, actually, if they do. And I thought they played the perfect game. They basically took a midfielder off, didn't they? They took Havertz off and they basically played the same system, but they just lost an attacking midfielder and left Lukaku up front. Well, he's always a good outlet, Lukaku, because he's physical and he's fast. And a couple of times they nearly sort of got in, but their defensive shape stayed the same. And I don't think Liverpool... You need a bit of luck. You need a cross to go in, hit someone's hand or something like that. And when you've got the goal, they've got to open up because they're down to 10 men. But getting that first goal is difficult. And I thought Chelsea defended and played the game really well. And I thought Liverpool tried to break them down, but it's not always going to be that way.
I thought it was a fair result. I commended Chelsea for the way that they defended. Obviously, it was frustrating for us that we couldn't break them down, but that is the reason why they are champions of Europe. Thomas Tuchel was able to make those changes, bring Thiago Silva on, make them compact to the back. Azpilicueta was fantastic as well. And, they deserve credit for it. And you're right, Lukaku nearly pinched them a winner, but it was a good block from Joe Matip that stopped them.
I think it's interesting, actually. You scored from the corner that Connolly missed that good chance from as well. So, we were all saying what a good chance it was, but you scored from the corner anyway. We're just talking about title contenders. And I think that the thing that I'm still going to stay Man City for me, because I just think that defensively, they're still very, very good. The work rate, look, Ruben Diaz is very good. Their back four is very good. But Gundogan, he's popping up in the box scoring goals. And then when the opposition have got the ball, he's back in his own box. The work rate of that Manchester City side is so good. And they still haven't got De Bruyne back yet. And I know they've lost to Spurs. And if they lose 3 or 4 like that, it does open the door up. But I do think Man City will win it. And I don't really have much more to say than that, because you know what you're going to get with Man City. All they've done is bought Grealish. They are what they are. And maybe people are writing them off because everyone knows what they're going to be. But on the other hand, the reason I'd agree with you a bit about Chelsea is, and I hope it is close, is Chelsea last season were capable of maybe losing to a Brighton or something like that. But I think what Lukaku gives you is that those 2 chances that Werner might just miss, I think Lukaku will score. And I think they'll win more games. But how many points were they behind Man City last year? It was about 20. That's still a lot of points to make up just with Lukaku. But I think Man City and Chelsea are the favourites for me. And I think Liverpool have just got to go about their business, and United are an unknown for me.
I was just going to say, what do you think of your chances? Because I'd say we're almost in the same boat at this point. I'd say we have a charity bet on who's going to finish above each other. And I honestly feel like it's a coin toss at this point, with the business that you've done, the lack of business that we've done. But not only that, the goodwill factor and the vibes. I know we use vibes a lot with Arsenal, but the vibe that will be going through that United changing room and around Old Trafford now, it killed me, but I have to acknowledge the little PS, this one's for you, Sir Alex, at the end of his little welcome. I remember seeing Fowler brought back by Rafael Benitez, and I remember feeling exactly what United fans are feeling now. So I'd begrudge you every point in the season, but I wouldn't begrudge you the feeling of that moment for him coming back in, because as football fans, that just shows you that there is still a little spark of loyalty, of emotion left in the game. It's not all about pound notes.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm just tweeting this as I said it. Ronaldo is superb, but this game is a stark reminder of what the problem could be at Manchester United if we don't give him the service. You've got to give him the service, and there's not been any service for him here. And I think that's the big thing for me for the Ronaldo. I mean, would you have taken Ronaldo at Liverpool, or do you think? Obviously the United things. Better question: if he had gone to Man City, would that have worried you?
No, I would have been delighted that they didn't sign Harry Kane.
Really, I think Kane's a better player.
No, I don't think he's a better player. I just think that he will do a better job for that team. I mean, yeah, I think sometimes it's horses for courses. I will say I think Cristiano Ronaldo isn't the player he once was. But I will also sit here and say he can easily score 25 goals this season. I think he has reinvented himself magnificently well. And I will always give him credit for that. And as you said, you give him the opportunities, he will score. I'm sure of that. I just would have been more fearful for a longer term with Kane and Man City, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I mean, look, I've enjoyed watching this game, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, Ronaldo's shit. He's been pocketed, this, that, and the other." But look, we're not playing FIFA here. We're playing football. Ronaldo and Messi don't score hat tricks every game anymore, and when they did, it was because they were in their prime and they were superhuman. They're now footballers, and they're very, very good footballers. But they do rely on service now, especially Ronaldo. And this is my worry about Ronaldo: is people think Ronaldo is going to make United win the league. He's not going to make us win the league if we play the same brand of football that we have done over the last year, which is slow tempo football. We've got to play better football. So for me to put United in a title race, I still think United will finish third, because if we don't, we're waiting for this brand of football to come in. And if we keep doing what Ollie does do, which is pragmatic counter-attacking football, then I think we'll come unstuck. We were very lucky to beat Wolves, and we didn't deserve to beat Southampton. So we should have 5 points from 9 against Leeds, Wolves, and Southampton. Well, that's not title contending form. I'd expect Liverpool to get maybe 7 points from that, probably 9. Same with Man City, same for Chelsea. So United have got to play a better brand of football, and if they do, then you'll get the best out of Bruno and Cavani and Ronaldo and Rashford and Sancho.
You know what? I think Cristiano Ronaldo coming in is going to have such a huge impact on Mason Greenwood. Because I already think Mason Greenwood is a phenomenally good footballer. And I think working week in and week out with Cristiano Ronaldo, and just the timing of the runs, the reading of body language, and all that he can learn on the training ground. Often we look at these things as fans and we only think about the impact that I'm using Ronaldo as in this example, but I could use James Milner from when he came to Liverpool as a very good example of professionalism, how to treat your body, how to train hard, how to respect the club, how to carry yourself, when to make the run. So many different things that these senior pros can teach that I think the likes of a Mason Greenwood, or in our case, even Jordan Henderson was learning from James Milner at Liverpool, and Curtis Jones. There's a lot to be said. It's not just about what he does in front of goal. It's the impact that he carries throughout the club and the professionalism that he brings. You don't get to 36 and get a move back to a club the size of United unless you're doing something right still.
No, I agree. I think it's going to be very interesting. Who did you go for Golden Boot? Because I said Ronaldo. I didn't say Ronaldo. I said Lukaku.
I went for Salah.
Oh, yeah.
This, again, was before Lukaku came in, but I think I have to give Liverpool, so I'll have to give one of our boys something. So I think Mo looks hungry this year. And do you know what I'm really worried about, if I'm being honest, is the PSG situation and the fact Mohamed Salah hasn't signed a new deal. Makes me very nervous knowing that they know they're going to lose Mbappe.
When's his contract up, Mo Salah?
He's just into the final 2 years now. So
next summer's key, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Ideally, we tied down everybody else in a similar situation except the front three in this window. So Virgil van Dijk, Jordan Henderson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho, Robbo, all of those in similar, Alisson, and nothing on Salah. And I just wonder, people said, how can PSG turn down 200-odd million quid for Mbappe? And I think it was summed up well by Darren McAnthony on Sky Sports. You're not dealing with a football club. You're not dealing with a business. You're dealing. He said that'd be like him losing 10 grand in a casino. It hurts, but you'll get over it. And if you think of PSG being run by a country, which, let's be honest, they are. Imagine the UK. Imagine England owned a football club. Like, what's 200 million quid in the grand scheme of England, of their gross national product? Or it's nothing. So that's why I suppose that PSG were able to turn their noses up. They
That's
probably
ridiculous,
value
that, yeah.
the brand and one Champions League. If they win the Champions League this year, they'll probably view that as a success, even losing him.
I don't think there's anybody in the world of football who, with the player who's got 1 year left on their contract, would be refusing a £200 million offer. Yeah.
Or not, nor would any board let them. Do you know what? Like Manchester United are publicly, or
they're too powerful, aren't they? PSG.
It's ridiculous. They've manoeuvred this so well through the Super League, getting themselves a seat on the UEFA executive board, and it's and people just say I'm salty when I say this about them and Manchester City, but I'm not. I genuinely just loathe the fact that they are two countries running football clubs, and it is just a PR stunt. That's all it is, and nobody can tell me that Qatar deserve to have a World Cup either.
Yeah. Money, isn't it? There's a lot of money in football, as we know. Definitely. Second half's not kicked off yet. Ireland are winning 1-0. Can't say I'm massively surprised. I did say that before when it was 0-0. Portugal are the sort of team that can lose to Andorra. And I'm sure they lost to Andorra a few years ago, at least drew to them. And they're a funny old team, Portugal, and they always have been like this. They're capable of winning tournaments, but they're also capable of embarrassing themselves. There is a substitution here. And it's a number 9. It's what's his name, isn't it? Oh, I forget his name. Andre Silva. And Rafa Silva's gone off. Rafa, remember him? He got 3 assists and he was shit. So they're gone with the front 2. So they're going for you.
Look, I mean, I'm surprised we're going in a 1-0 up. You know, if you consider we conceded an early penalty, it was looking pretty bad. But it was a very good set-piece routine from the corner. I think, you know, and as you said, we built good build-up play to get that corner as well. So you still have to say, you know, the onus is on Portugal here. Anything out of this game for us is a bonus.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look, actually. BBC World Cup. So you've got 3 points you have from 3 games and you've lost 2.
So yeah, they're allowing us to go on and win this one. So realistically, we've 0 points.
No. You've not got 3 points. You've got no points. They've given you the live points at the moment. Yeah, let's not give Ireland 3 points yet. You've lost your first 2 games. Did you lose to Luxembourg? Oh my God. What's gone wrong? What's going wrong with Ireland? How have Luxembourg got 6 points and you've got none?
It's Arteta's fault, mate. It's all Arteta's fault.
Arteta. Yeah, I was hoping that Ireland might be going to the World Cup. They're not. What's happening?
I'd say to be
who's the manager of Ireland now? I don't even know.
Stephen Kenny, a proper League of Ireland man.
Did he used to play football?
I don't know about his football career as a player. You know, he's managed in Scotland. Was it St Mirren he managed when he was in Scotland? He's managed various clubs in the League of Ireland. It's similar to a Brian Kerr's appointment, although there was probably a bit more goodwill behind the Brian Kerr appointment. Another man who, you know, knows football. And so he was promoted from the under 21s. He was brought in. McCarthy was given the role to see if he could qualify for the Euros. And then Stephen Kenny came in. And he just hasn't got the players to work with. But I'm saying that, and I'm being very impressed with that first 45 minutes.
Apparently,
nobody can say that.
English.
Yes, probably. Well, you look through Seamus Coleman, Connolly. Coleman? No. They bought him from Sligo Rovers, Everton, for 50 grand or something like that. Probably the best value pound for pound transfer in the history of the Premier League, or one of them, certainly.
Oh yeah, Premier League. I'll give you that. The best signing I know of, and he is Irish, was a certain Roy Keane to Nottingham Forest from Cobh Ramblers for, I think it was £16,000, and they sold him for 3.6 million.
Yeah, there was an Irwin as well. Dennis Irwin, another good Cork man.
That's a good head. That's a good defensive header. Bang! Deflection.
Good block.
Corner.
Look at that. Look at that defending from Duffy.
They're up for it.
That's one thing you'll never say.
Sunday's been sent off apparently for France, eh?
There's a lot of pride in those boys wearing that shirt. That's one thing can never be labelled against them.
Denmark have won 4, or they're winning at the moment. They're in an easy group, Denmark. Turkey have won bloody 4 again. Well, we've won 3. They're in Netherlands group. Turkey are obviously one of them teams that do well in the group stage.
I tell you what, Mark, dark outsiders for the World Cup, them. Turkey, dark horse.
It's a good game tomorrow, England versus Hungary. England have got 9 points. Their first game against Hungary, who've also played 3 and not lost either. So that'll be a good game tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Watch along on here.
Are you home or away?
I think we're away.
That could be interesting. The Hungary are a good side.
Sync-wise, 48 minutes and 37, 38, 39, 48 minutes and 40 seconds, 41, 42, 43, 48 minutes and 45 seconds.
Lucky fella.
It is funny how, well, it's not, I don't mean it's funny in a laughing way, but I think it's funny in an odd way that Irish football has fell off, because when I lived in Ireland I would live there between sort of 99 and 2002. And I was just in how old was I? I was sort of like my late teens when I lived there, early 20s. And I'd played a good standard of football from the age of about 14 till I moved there. And then the first year I was all about drinking and all that. And then the second year I actually did go and train with Portmarnock and stuff, pre-season one year. And I didn't end up playing, but I was pre-season training for about 8 weeks with them. And I was actually surprised at how good the standard was.
There is a very good standard of football in Ireland at underage level, and that's why we're so frustrated.
I had visions that I'd go and play, everyone would be shit, and then I'd get signed up for Shamrock Rovers or something. You know, I actually thought Irish football was going to be shit, and it's not. And there's loads of people.
No.
Well, I mean, I was talking 20 years ago now, but there's a lot of people playing it.
I was playing at that time in the DDSL. I mean, I was playing when I played at the time. I would have played against the likes of Damien Duff and Robbie Keane. At the time, who would have been in and around. There's a couple of players as well that went over to play in England at a high level. I mean, there was a good standard of underage football, particularly the Dublin District Schoolboy League.
I don't think you're right about Tottenham getting top 4, because Tottenham's biggest problem is that they always bottle things, and I think that I would have fancied Spurs to get in the top 4 if they'd actually done what I thought they were doing and purposely getting knocked out of that Conference League. But the fact that they're still in that, I think that will do them in the league. Don't know why they've stayed in that tournament. They really could have done with just getting knocked out. It's a stupid tournament to be in. And if you win it, you get in the Europa League, don't you?
Yeah. And nobody's going to recognise you as getting that trophy. I'm sorry, nobody's counting that.
Spurs will.
That's up there with the Charity Shield. I'm sorry, you're not having that. No, actually, do you know what? I'll renege on that. It's up there with the what's that Mickey Mouse Cup that they have on, the Premier League Cup that they play in pre-season around the world.
The Audi Cup.
Yeah, one of those things. It's up there with that.
Yeah, maybe Spurs are doing it for a trophy, to be fair. You know, they haven't won a trophy for a long time, so you can understand that. But
Roma's in there with Mourinho. You know, Mourinho won that trophy as well.
Yeah, Mourinho will want that trophy because he likes any old trophy. He said we did the treble when we won the Carabao Cup, the Europa League, and the Community Shield.
Oh, if there's a trophy that exists, he wants it on his CV, without a shadow of a doubt.
Spurs should still beat Roma, but
have you seen the list, by the way, of Serie A players who are out of contract
now
at the end of next season, at the end of the coming season? Dybala, Kessie, Insigne, Brozovic, Pellegrini, Bellotti, Freuler, Romagnoli, Boga, Luis Filippo, Cuadrado, Mkhitaryan, Bernardeschi, Strakosha, and Perisic, all out of contract at the end of the current season.
Might be an influx into teams like, you know, Villa and Everton and Palace, they can afford the wages. Lovely
hello.
ball. Oh, he couldn't take it down.
Again, the touch.
He's in. Ooh. No, he's not giving it. Not giving it.
It's because his name's not Bruno Fernandes.
No, he's gone for a goal kick.
Oh yeah, we give a penalty when somebody glazes the studs of somebody else. That's a penalty.
Well, let's watch it back before we start casting opinions here. Let's have a look. He gets the ball there.
The ball there.
Not the one. That's not the one.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. He got the ball there. No, I'm sorry. You're right. No way that's a penalty. It's just too soft. Again, though, it's
the end of a tired run, that was.
Yeah, it's never a penalty. He got himself into a good position again, though, and didn't test the keeper. That seems to be a trend, unfortunately, with Connolly, even at club level from what I've seen at Brighton. He's, dare I say, a touch of the Dan James is about him.
Does he actually start for Brighton?
Sometimes.
You can't understand that Portugal have not managed to score here. But having said that, I feel for the underdog. This would be a massive win if they can do it. Nice ball into Ronaldo.
He's such a distinctive body shape, doesn't he, when he runs?
Yeah. What a hit! Ooh, Bruno. He fancied it.
Wasn't too far away. Had the keeper scrambling. Oh,
Yeah.
bit of dip on that as well.
Yeah.
Keeper get a touch. Did it take a nick?
Keeper pulled his hand away.
No, just moved through the air.
Viva Ronaldo. I've done that about Spurs already. It's just been there a while. Another Irish injury here.
Yeah, good man. Good. Take as long as you need, fella. Can't be too careful these days. Take your time, son. No, he can't go off, ref. He can't stand up. Could be concussed or anything here, referee. You can't ask him to stand up. That's unfair.
I tell you what, I do agree with that. Portugal needs to change their manager. Yes. One thing about the Euros is because it's such a close tournament, you get to watch. You almost become not fans of clubs, but you get to know those clubs more than you do in any other. In the international breaks, we won't watch Portugal for a long time again, will we? Really? But when you're watching them in the Euros, and you watch these teams, you get to know about them. I think he is the Portuguese Southgate. Some of his team selections were very odd. I think a different type of coach could get a lot more out of this Portugal side.
Do you think Mourinho will ever take the national job?
Probably not while Ronaldo's there. Ronaldo will probably get it at some point. If he wants it. Be interesting to see what Ronaldo does when he retires.
I get a feeling he'll do a Beckham or something. You get a feeling he'll do something like that.
I don't think he'll retire.
Oh.
I don't think he will retire at United, even if he does play till he's 40, because I think he'll still be playing at 44.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what's gone on with Messi. He's in 2 years, and then he's off to Inter Miami.
I think Ronaldo will end up going to the MLS. I can see Ronaldo playing in the MLS when he's like 42, because his fitness levels are ridiculous. So I don't think he'll retire from United. I think he'll just end up going.
Don't be doing this shit again. Good, we're back on the way. I thought they were looking at another penalty incident there.
I wouldn't want to see Messi or Ronaldo managing, though. I mean, I respect people who do management, but they're such massive icons of the game. I don't think they need to manage. And also, you think about David Beckham. I mean, David Beckham wasn't the greatest player there's ever been, but he had an amazing career. And the great thing about Beckham is he's just retired. And he's maintained that great career because he's retired. If he'd have come back as a manager and failed at, I don't know, Stoke or something, you get known as the manager and not the player.
Yeah, it's a fair point, and I think with the likes of Messi or Ronaldo, they'll probably be given some type of job at FIFA, some type of role, ambassador to go around the world and do a lot of good charity work and raise the profile of the game, and also they'll have lifestyle brands and stuff like that as well.
Oh yeah, they won't need any money, but I think the problem with Ronaldo and Messi is that they don't want to. You never want to retire, do you? I would, people say, well, at least they've had a career. But the thing is, it's as bad as not having a career. You don't want to let go. It's like they won't want
particularly when the other one's still playing. You'd almost have to have an agreement between the pair of you that, right, we're both knocking on the head this season.
Well, I think Ronaldo will go till he's 40, just purposely because he knows that Messi won't be able to go much longer than 40 anyway, will he? So it's sort of like, I ain't retiring too early so you can break all my records. Ireland on the break again. Slip him in. Yeah. Headed down. Oh, Connolly. Billy.
Connolly. He's asking for a push in the back. And do you know what? I can understand it.
Probably might have put him off. So lovely little nod down. Wow, I think he might have a shout there. It's come right through the back of him. Well, I think he might have a shout. He's turned his back. I think that's a penalty.
Let's be honest. Portugal are getting that if it's them.
He's getting a penalty for that. There's no intent on the ball. He's turned his back. That's a penalty for Ireland for me. He's put him off. If he doesn't touch him.
Here. The back on the. That's a.
How is that not a penalty? I don't know.
Look what was given in the first half. And then that's sickening.
Mate, that is a shocker. I've got to say, if you look at that back, he's about to volley it. The defender's turned his back on him and whacked into the back of him. It's a foul. I can't see how you can't give a foul for that. He's not even facing the ball. He's not even trying to get near him. It's a terrible decision.
There wasn't enough appeals for me from the Irish players either. They're looking at this for a handball incident when he went to head it as well. Will you stop? Can they not just, do they have to be given a goal?
He's playing on. But then again, that's VAR that's looked at that. And again, the problem is the referee's not given it. So VAR looks at it and say it's not clear and obvious. They're always trying to stick with the referee's decision. And I think that was a clear and obvious error because it was a foul. And I don't think the referee would see that in real time. That's what VAR's for. But
they didn't even allow the ref to go and have a look at it like the last one and make his own mind up.
No, they've just decided, nah, it's not a penalty, mate.
Guarantee you that gets given if it's Portugal.
I reckon Bruno's coming off here. Double substitution for Portugal.
I tell you, if we don't win this game, I think there is Stephen Kenny has every right to be annoyed at those officials.
Well, just half an hour more to go. VAR assistant is an English United fan.
I was just reading that chat there, that very comment at the same time.
So, João Maria, God, I remember him. I remember him being linked to United, I'm sure. He must be about 35. Yeah, Bruno's gone off. He's not happy. Portuguese manager is a prat, not just because he took Bruno off, but he's a prat. Where's João Felix?
Injured.
Plays for Barcelona, doesn't he now?
No, Atleti.
Oh, I thought he was going to be part of the Griezmann deal. Atleti are a much better side than Barcelona now on paper, aren't they?
Yeah, and defending La Liga champions as well.
Yeah. Suarez still there?
Yep, one more year. Well, this is his final year of that contract. João Felix, Antoine Griezmann now there. Don't tackle. Good block. Well done, keeper.
Jean-Marie is only 29. All right. We're obviously linked to him a little bit more recent than I thought. Bruno, look at him. Not happy.
Surely as a United fan, though, you just look at that and go, all right, well, he's got minutes, at least he's safe, he's fit.
Well, I think this is Portugal's hardest game because, as I say, they've got Azerbaijan and Qatar. One's a friendly.
It's still going to stick in my throat if we draw this or anything.
I don't think you can be critical. Sorry, I don't think you can be critical of Bruno, really. You've got to be critical of the whole team. Look, Jota's not been good. He's very good for Liverpool. Silva's not been very good. He's a good Man City player. Cancelo's not been very good. Ruben Diaz has not been very good. These are all they're Premier League winners. It's I really do think it's the similar problems to what United have. This is down to coaching. The coaching's dreadful for Portugal.
This is turning into Liverpool against Chelsea here. We're sitting back, soaking it up, hoping we can use the pace of Connolly or something on the break. Oh, granted, we have 11 men, of course, but
I don't think Portugal will win it. They might get. I'd fancy them to get a draw at some point, but I don't think they'll win it. Please subscribe, by the way. Got 13,000.
Was he given a corner for that?
Ronaldo blocks.
How was he given a corner? There's been a few decisions here I just don't understand. I thought the penalty one was bad enough, but I don't know. Anyway, it came to nothing, so 25 to go.
We're 20 subscribers away from 521,000, so please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. 13,000 watching Portugal versus Ireland. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. And I'm doing Hungary, England tomorrow, so tune in for that one. That'll be a good one. Hungary are second in the group, so I don't know whether that guy, I can't pronounce his name, who was apparently going to Arsenal. What's his name?
Soboslai.
Who?
Soboslai.
Who does he play for? He's in Germany, isn't he?
I can't remember. I had to use Google Translate to figure out how to pronounce that name.
Good player. I know he...
I think, is it Adam
Well, they were good. Yeah, again, they were a good team in the Euros, weren't they, Hungary? I was impressed with them. They had that old guy up front. The goalkeeper's plays for Leipzig, doesn't he?
Yeah, former Liverpool keeper, Peter.
Lovely play there. Good clearance as well. So it'll be a good game, that will be, Hungary. Portugal playing like United's Moyes team versus Fulham. Blind crosses as Palmarias. Good shot, good save.
Keeper. Do you know when see the players there all going off and patting him on the head and all saying well done keeper? I'm always afraid one of them will touch the ball with their hand when they're patting him and a penalty will be given.
Yeah, there's a lot of hands on him there. I thought I was touching the ball. I thought it was your bald head. It's the ball. Imagine that. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? That will happen one day. That will happen one day. A keeper will make a save. Someone will go to touch his head, touch the ball, and the ref will go penalty. And it'll be the most ridiculous penalty, but it will be a penalty.
One of the ones that gets me all the time is you see it at least 10 times a season, the keepers who don't release the ball on the edge of their box before they kick it. They're outside the box by the time they release and they get away with it. It happens so often.
I've seen 414s, Leon. Thank you. Me and my dolls. It's nice to be loved.
Is there anything your face isn't on, by the way? Every time I turn around, you're somewhere, whether it's Wash and Go, 442s. The only thing you haven't done is join Jack May down in Reading for the festival.
Didn't get an invite. I'm not really a festival sort of person. Oh, Portugal here. Oh, Ronaldo couldn't get it. Now, Jota. No, too weak. That's a foul, surely. He's giving it, yeah. Yeah.
That Portuguese manager looks like he's just come out of the local. 20 Benson and Hedges and a couple of gins.
He definitely looks like he smokes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't smoke.
He has that skin, doesn't he? That colour of skin of somebody who has smokes.
Wrinkles. We can sync. We've just hit 68 minutes and 3 seconds. 4, 5, 68 minutes and 7 seconds.
Oh.
Well, the time's moving. 22 minutes. They've got through another half of the half. As I said, I don't think Portugal will win this now. I think it's about whether Ireland can get the win or the draw. This is a World Cup qualifier type, Zed, so it's important, yeah.
Well done, boys. Come on, Seamus, take your time. Come on.
Hey, I tell you what, I don't know whether he would play for England or Portugal. I know he had Portuguese roots. Angel Gomez, who was at United. How's he getting on now? Was he on loan in Portugal? I know he went to Lille, didn't he? How's he doing? Anyone know?
So we don't need Declan Rice and Grealish here. So you've beaten Portugal without them. Don't need them.
Here's Ronaldo. Nice. Tried to go for the cross. No. He might be getting booked here. No, ref says no.
No, he's not even giving a free, sure.
Ronaldo even put his hand up for a free kick. And the ref says he didn't see it.
This is a bit of a joke of a performance.
Bit of a giveaway when the Portuguese player says sorry and the ref goes, it doesn't matter, I didn't see it, play on. Apparently, Angel Game has started at the weekend in Lille's 2 win over Montpellier. Yeah, he
got the ball. He got the ball. He did go through him afterwards, but there was a double touch on the ball from both of them. I think Conley genuinely just landed weird. I love this, though. I love them shoe being on the other foot here in Portugal, getting all snidey about time wasting. That's it, Seamus. You explain to him. Just waste of time, mate. Ask him some stupid questions. What are you watching on Netflix? Any suggestions, ref?
He ain't going to use the bad, is he? I haven't seen The Croods 2. No. Have you seen The Croods 2?
No, I can't remember the last time I watched a movie.
Angel's doing very well at Lille, says Eric. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Everyone's welcome on here. 20 minutes to go. Well, I'm not going to avoid the question. I mean, look, it's not actually been asked, but obviously my interest in tonight was to watch Ronaldo, and I've actually ended up enjoying the performance from Ireland so far.
Good defending again, boys. Well in. Look at Duffy. Go on, son. Rally those troops.
I've watched enough football in my life to know that just because he missed a penalty against Ireland, it doesn't mean he's finished. But that's the FIFA generation.
That's the modern world. That's the fact. Yeah, it's petulant. It annoys me.
Salah has bad games. Kane has bad games. You know, look at Kane for England. He was bloody useless. You know, so. And I think this is probably Ronaldo's first 90 minutes of the season as well. I think he's not really played any football, but the service is crap. This is the problem with Portugal. I said it in the Euros. Their tempo is slow, surprisingly. John McLean's on from Diard.
James McLean, yellow card coming immediately when inside.
Who does he play for now? Because he's
Sunderland still, I think. Isn't he still at Sunderland or Stoke? I think he's still at Stoke.
Proper championship player, isn't he?
He's a proper shithouse as well, though.
But this is a glimpse of what the problem will be with Ronaldo at United if we play like we do for the last year. Slow tempo, no service. It will be like people will say he's finished. But I think if you'd put him in that Man City team, he would have scored 30, 40 goals. So a lot of it is about the system and how you move the ball. The ball's very slow. Look at it. Ireland have been able to organise themselves all half. And in the first half as well.
This is not the type of game you want a team that will open up. If you're United or Liverpool, again, we clearly struggle at Liverpool against teams that just sit back and do this. If you want Ronaldo making a run across the front of a 6-yard box or dropping into the pocket of space or something, you need as you said, the service to him and lobbing balls into where Duffy and Egan are in now. That's not the supply he needs.
McLean plays for Wigan now.
Wigan? He must have moved recently enough.
Martino's on now for Palhinha. Neves doesn't even start for Portugal.
Which is nuts.
Yeah.
And Martino, what a career he's had. He's a tidy little footballer, Joe Martino, isn't he? He's had a good career.
He's a weird manager. He really is. He never plays Ruben Neves. Remember in the Euros, he was playing Carvalho and Danilo in the midfield too. I mean, Renato Sanchez, I presume, is injured at the moment because.
Yeah, he is. He had a knee injury.
It's
weird. I don't know if it's a Portuguese speaking thing, but you look at Tete Brazil as well. He makes some questionable decisions.
Yeah. What a cross! Oh, it's going to be a goal. Oh, no. He's missed it. Bernardo Silva, great cross by Ronaldo, skips past his man. João Felix is injured, says Jay. And how has he missed that? What a miss.
You smug little shite.
There's enough people to be fair, there's a lot of people on the line there. There's a keeper and two on the line, so he would have had to hit it well, but you'd expect him to hit the target. He's bloody missed it. Ooh, you can't believe it. Looking forward to my bed tonight, I tell you. You still going to bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, pretty much. Like we're flying out early Friday, 7 o'clock flight. There's not a hope I'll get any sleep. I'll be going in Friday, no sleep.
What's the itinerary then? Friday morning and then
Friday morning.
Fighting.
That horrible part where we arrive in at like 9 in the morning, pick up the rental car, and as you said, you can't check into the hotel till 2. So you just get a few hours and it's probably just get something to eat on the Friday night. And then we're thinking of going down to watch Bradford. Bradford are playing because it's international break, but League One still on. So we're staying right.
Yeah, I'm going
Bradford
to
Leeds.
National League Solihull on Saturday because they're playing at 3 o'clock. So yeah, you can always get a match.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're thinking.
All right. Leeds City Centre's all right. Used to be.
I don't know how far Solihull is from.
It's too far.
I don't know English geography at all. I think it's Walsall Bradford are playing on Saturday, 3 o'clock. So we could make that, jump straight in the car, and then go straight to the boxing.
And then you're back Sunday or Monday?
Sunday night, late Sunday night. I spent my Saturday trying to find a blazer somewhere in Bradford. That's probably how I'll spend my Saturday morning, trying to find a blazer. Something respectable to wear to the boxing, instead of a hoodie or a polo shirt. I can, but I like to try, go on corporate, mate. I'm trying to fit in a little bit. Yeah, we got the posh ones for this one because because they weren't that badly priced, to be honest with you. 300 quid plus VAT, 4-course meal,
Who's
good seats.
Then? Anybody good?
Josh Warrington is fighting Mauricio Lara. Conor Benn. Nigel Benn's son, Conor Benn, he's on the undercard as well. Katie Taylor's defending her world titles. 25,000.
I know. I've heard of Warrington as well.
Yeah, it's a rematch. This guy beat him previously.
What about what's happened with Eubanks, lad, the boxer?
Eubank Jr. Yeah, he's got a fight coming up soon. Actually, I think that was announced the other day.
Has he lost some though? Because he was meant to be like really good, wasn't he? And then they're talking him up a lot, and then it's gone a bit quiet.
He's won a few Mickey Mouse world titles, to be fair, Junior. But when he seems to come up with real tests, he's failed. But there's something there. He's got the talent. He just.
Every time I see him, he's always like trying to be his dad, isn't he? Like the way he acts and stuff as well.
Oh, yeah, and obviously our condolences to the Eubank family. Seb, the other brother, sadly passed away in Dubai, which was tragic and very sad news.
Well, could Eubank's son fight Nigel Benson, or is it different categories?
Well, what weight classes are you? I think they could. I think maybe Conor might have. Is Conor middleweight? I think maybe Conor might have to go up to light middleweight or middleweight to fight him. But yes, it is absolutely possible. I think junior fights at middleweight, super middleweight. So yeah, it is possible. Do you know what I only found out recently? Actually, I didn't realize what a big night this would be for Katie Taylor as well, because she's a Leeds United fan. I didn't realize she was a Leeds fan.
All right. Ronaldo and Coleman were having a bit of a set to there, but look at this: Portugal get the ball. They're so slow, and now Ireland's got everyone back. Great work from Ireland, but Portugal just remind me a bit of United. It's side to side and put, all in a big line in the box. All they've got is crosses into the box. They've got no wizardry to play the 1-2s or anything like that. And this is bread and butter for Ireland. They'll be very happy with this. Just
there we go.
Getting the crosses.
Nice offside as well.
Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! Running down the wing, in United sing. Viva Ronaldo! I can't wait for him to play for United.
What's your first game back?
3:00 on a Saturday, Newcastle, which is a bit shite, really. I mean, it's just another example of this. And I've said this for years, so it's nothing to do with Ronaldo playing on at 3:00 and, it's, not on the TV. But I just find this ridiculous now. It's 2021 and only 75,000 English fans can watch Ronaldo play against Newcastle legally. It's a joke. These 3:00 kickoffs not being on the telly are a joke. Why the Premier League don't just do a Premier League pass and distribute the money out fairly, and everyone can just buy what games they want? Then that way, it makes me laugh that they think United fans will go, oh, United are playing at 3:00 against Newcastle. I can't go because the tickets are sellout. So I think I'll go and watch Rochdale play. Yeah, fuck off. They're not going to do that, are they? But that's the theory behind it. It's an old rule that
it's
a
draconian rule, yeah. It was there to protect attendances at live games in a time now where obviously
people won't do it.
I don't agree with Simon Jordan very often, but he did make a really good point a while ago saying that, instead of selling the rights externally the next time, they should build a platform. They should build like a WWE style platform with all the old games and stuff like that. And as you said, buy your pass for the season. And every game should be available like it is in other countries.
Yeah, I'd like them to do what the WWE have done and just have a Premier League website where every game's on it and you maybe pay, I don't know, 300-400 quid a year to watch every game.
I can imagine, yeah. Oh, and again, the option there to buy one-off games if you want as well.
And people will say 300-400 quid a year is a lot, but if you think about it, it's not. It's about 35 quid a month, and you watch every Premier League game. I'm not just talking about United. I'm saying I can watch all United's games, and if I want to watch all of Leicester's games, I can watch them. I can watch Chelsea play Liverpool.
Here's what annoys me: DAZN in Canada. As an
Somebody
example.
just said I'm not paying that. Thomas just said I'm not paying that. You're already fucking paying it, you prats, and you don't even get all the games. That's what makes me laugh. People will say I'm not paying that. You're already bloody playing it if you live in England.
Yeah, but they keep giving things like, oh well, we've lost some games to Amazon, but here's handball, or an extra round of golf for you to watch.
It's even worse now. It used to be just Sky. Now you've got Sky, BT, Amazon. There'll be nothing else soon. They just keep breaking it up, don't they? They keep coming up with new packages that they sell to different people.
I've got friends who live in Canada, and with their DAZN subscription, they get the Premier League, they get the MLS, they get boxing. They get a huge array of sports, and I think you can buy an annual pass, but it works out per month if you buy it monthly at about $20 Canadian a month. And I don't know about you, but I know my Sky Sports subscription is a lot more expensive than that each month. And that's before BT pack.
What I've noticed, and I don't know what anybody else thinks on this, what I've noticed over the last year with COVID, I didn't have a diary of it, but I really noticed only 10 minutes to go here. Ireland's still holding on. I've really kept an eye on like what I've been watching, and what I've noticed over the last year is that Ronaldo shoots way over the bar. Is that the main thing I use BT and Sky for is football. That's it, really. And I don't look at Sky for hardly anything apart from maybe the odd. I watched something about Escobar the other week. Netflix, Amazon Prime, a little bit of Disney, a little bit of iPlayer, and YouTube.
I'll tell you how bad it was for me.
That's
I got
basically
angry.
what I use. I don't even need bloody Sky.
I got angry the other day because I couldn't fast forward the ads on live television when I happened to be watching some live and I just found myself getting angry that I couldn't do it. That's nobody. The days of being told Coronation Street's on 7:30, and if you miss a tough shit, those days are gone with people now.
It's like people who buy newspapers, isn't it? It's the people still buy newspapers, but it tends to be the older generation because that's what they're used to. But I do watch Sky for the Formula One as well. But yeah, I don't. I think the only time I used to use like normal TV was Christmas, and even last Christmas I didn't. Everything's there, isn't it? Netflix for this Netflix has got its own films now. That are never going to be on normal telly. So it's just
even Apple producing the likes of Ted Lasso and stuff now, their own programming.
Yeah, that annoys me though because I can't get Apple. I can't get Apple TV because I haven't got. My TV won't get it. I think I've got an LG TV or something like that. It won't get it. That hasn't got Apple Play on it.
That is, yeah. My TV's Samsung one and it does have Apple on it, but again, I do mainly use Apple devices anyway.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah. Well, I got a year of it free with my iPhone, to be fair, but yeah, you do, and it's not worth paying for. It's not. Outside Ted Lasso and a few other bits, it's not great. Disney's good though. I like the Disney app. I think it's good value there with the National Geographic and stuff on there as well.
But we have been conned in a way because we're now paying these Disney subscriptions, the Apple, the Netflix, the Amazon Prime, which is obviously I use that for stuff I get from Amazon as well. We're paying for loads of stuff now, and actually it does all add up.
I think we're paying for the convenience though, aren't we? Yeah. Of watching it when we want to watch it.
Yeah. But Sky is a big waste of time because
every year it goes up and the content goes down.
You don't realise. I mean, maybe I'm in the minority, but when you think about it, how much do you watch Sky apart from for sport? And then
zip, none.
And then
sometimes documentaries, maybe.
Yeah, but even my kids they used to watch like CBBS and stuff like that. But now Seb doesn't now. He'll watch iPlayer. He watches Netflix because he can get it all on there.
I say my young lad is 9, and I'd say 80% of the stuff he watches is probably on YouTube.
Yeah. Seb watches a lot of YouTube as well. So everything that you think you're using Netflix, Sky for, what the point is, there should be just a Premier League website where you can just like Netflix, Premflix, where it's got all the matches on there. They're going to win this island, They're going to bloody do it.
Oh, don't jinx us.
I'm not shocked, though. I'm not.
You can't say that Portugal have battered the door down here. Like they've been reduced to pot shots and hopeful crosses. I'd say there'd be if we do hold on here, I'd say there'd be a couple of Sagres and Superbox opened in the Irish dressing room.
I agree with YUFC. It's funny actually. I was playing FIFA today, and I was having a bit of a chat in between games about these. I've always been very interested in like people can watch all the Premier League games if they live in South Africa or Canada or Sweden or everything. But I was asking them, did they know? Here we go. Why is he not hit that first time? What a prat!
Oh yes,
good block though. Martinho,
he's off.
Ronaldo,
and keeper saved it. I tell you what, you're right. Why on earth did he not hit that first time? If they brought this back for free to Portugal, right in the edge of the box.
Yeah. Now this is where you find out that Ronaldo actually can't take free kicks anymore.
Can we see a replay of this?
Yeah, but I was talking about it anyway, and it's a bit unlucky that.
Fuck off. That's
his body. His hand is close to his hand, isn't it? He does handball it, but his body's about as close to his body as he can be. Oh, yeah. Saturday morning's TV did rock in the 80s and 90s, going live.
DJ Cat, Count Duckula.
Yeah. What was it? The Raccoons.
Yeah.
Sneer. Yeah, Saturday morning TV was brilliant. I used to love it, especially on the run up to Christmas. Yeah, what I was going to say is, let's see what happens with this Ronaldo free kick, but then I'll come back to that point I was talking about. He won't score. He doesn't score free kicks anymore.
Oh, good save. Do you know what? Again, though, justice was done. I tell you what, this keeper has done himself no harm, has he?
19. Yeah, anyway, I was talking about all these people who get to watch the Premier League games in their country. And interestingly, I was saying, what do you find the delay is, even if you've got like Optus or whatever? And a lot of people from America were saying that they still do get like a 20-second delay.
Yeah, they've been vet.
Ronaldo!
Equalizer.
Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! Running down the wing, hear United sing. Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! He's gutted. But
I told you it was going to happen. I told you we'll come back to talk about that penalty incident. Lucky Fine drops into space.
This is what I mean about Ronaldo. Everybody in the chat who have been ignoring, who have ignored you for 89 minutes, go and watch my video on United Stand. This is why you don't ever take Ronaldo off. He can be so quiet and then bang. This is why. This is why you cannot sleep on Ronaldo. Look at the leap. Look at the header. Oh, that no keeper saving that, Craig. It's a fantastic header.
That's what we were saying earlier on. What Jota should have done was headed downwards.
Sue!
Again, though, mate, my mind just goes back to the penalty incident.
Leaping like a salmon on a trampoline, neck muscles like a giraffe. Stu! Lovely goal. The thing is, though, don't. It's their own fault, Craig. Oh, Ronaldo's finished this, that, and the other. He's a number 9. Give him the chance. Bang. Give him the service.
What
bang.
Bang. Got added on. Feel for the lads. I think they put in a great shift here.
I do feel for Ireland as well. This is a very good result for Ireland, though. It's just bloody typical, though, isn't it? You get that close to it, and then
it's the penalty incident that we didn't get given. The Connolly penalty.
Yeah, that was a penalty, to be fair. Still a very good result for Ireland, this, but it's...
there he goes. Ali Dye's record broken.
Yeah.
You know, at least I've nothing to be sour about with that. The penalty, I would have felt sour if he scored it to break it. That was just a good goal.
I'm going to tell you something about Ali Dye now. No, he played 148 games and got 109 goals. That's not too bad, is it? Apparently they're playing Arsenal every week, but... So he's done it in 148 games, Ali Dye. Ronaldo's done it in much harder tournaments. 179 games. He's played more games, Ronaldo. 179 games. Bloody hell.
He could go on to make 200 international appearances.
That is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
This level of football, to do that many games. I didn't realise he played. If you'd have said to me, how many games has Ronaldo played for Portugal? I'd have said 100.
We often talk about players not showing up for their country. He must have played every goddamn game. He must have never been injured. Like, to play that many games.
Well, I think Beckham broke the England record, and I think he did 123 or something like that. And he was there all the time. 179 games. He must have been playing since he was 5. That is unbelievable. I am doing England versus Hungary watch along tomorrow. Yeah, you can tune in on this channel for that. 5 minutes added on it. Ireland don't deserve to lose this, by the way, so I hope they don't lose it. But
Just goes to show we spoke all game about the service to Ronaldo. And right there, if you look at it, he takes 2 steps back. Everybody leans to the 6-yard box. Ronaldo takes a step or 2 back. Ball's chipped towards the penalty spot, and he's there unmarked, and he found the space.
Yeah. The cross, back post.
You're right. We don't deserve to lose this, but come on, boys.
Viva Ronaldo. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. That's football. Everybody's welcome. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. And he's checking up. Oh, no. Oh. He's going to lose his shit here. He's going to lose his shit here. No.
Even looking at it, whatever it is, this has been a hometown VAR and refereeing performance without a shadow of a doubt.
You can't give them a penalty because Ireland should have had a penalty. He's played on anyway. You're all right. We didn't even get to see what it was about. Still a minute to go. Yeah, we're doing England-Hungary tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow night and make sure you subscribe. Everyone's welcome on here. Little dinky cross by Ronaldo. Oh, good defensive header there. A minute to go. Jean Maria. Oh, through the gap. Keeper's got it. That should be enough now.
That's it. Take your time, fella. Good man. Is that a good game?
Yeah, the keeper's been very good for you.
Takes a little deflection as well on the way.
Champions League football, you know, soon.
I can't wait. Our first game's AC Milan as well. It's a tasty one to welcome back Champions League football.
I don't know whether we're playing the same night as you or not. I think we're playing on the Tuesday.
Yeah, we have the same grouping as the Oil Classico.
Irish Joe says, I told you we didn't need rice.
Right, ref, we've had them 5 minutes there, fella. Relax. Come on. Get the whistle out.
That means we'll be able to do Wednesday night Champions League watch-alongs then, won't we?
True. All right, ref. Let's stop giving them one.
Referee.
Clear Hendrick.
No, he's still got it.
All right, still letting them.
Cross comes in. Ronaldo! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, swoo! Viva Ronaldo! What have we just bought? What have we just bought, Craig?
Clinical, but
world class. Simple as that. World class. Look at that body as well. I do feel for Ireland. I really did. I really do. I really, really do. My God, if you put crosses into the box of this guy, he's going to kill it. He's going to kill it. Look at that body. I'm a straight man, but look at that body. Reminds me of me in the morning.
The referee's going to book him here, and all he's short of doing is asking the fucker for his autograph.
I mean, did he play too long? Was there an opportunity for him to blow it? I don't know, but he's going to book him. We don't care. What a header. Put crosses into the box. It's not even a great cross. It's the movement. Look at that. Look at him. The movement. Up, bang. Oh, you can't defend that.
What's Hendrick doing with the clearance as well? Just boot the thing.
That leap. I told you. He's got neck muscles like a giraffe.
Oh, that's just heartbreaking, mate. Good finishes. Can't deny the 2 goals. 2 good headers, but...
You know what it is? At the end of the day, that Ireland don't deserve to even draw that game. They deserve to win it. But that is why I've been ignoring everyone in the chat all game. They've been going, Ronaldo's finished. You bought a dead player. He's shit. He's this, that, and the other. I ain't even reacted. I've just been chatting away to Craig about how well Ireland have done and talking about TV programs and everything like that. Because I know I've been following Ronaldo all his career. Madrid, didn't want him to go there, Juventus. This is what he does now. He's not going to take on 4 players and smack it in from 40 yards. He's a striker. Nobody's got the leap like he has. No one's got the heading ability like his. I'm gutted for Ireland. They didn't deserve to lose that. But ultimately, they beat Portugal. They lost to Ronaldo. That's what happened tonight, Craig.
I can't deny the two moments of brilliance from the headers. 2 textbook headers, as you said, to generate the power that he has.
Portugal don't deserve that, and Ireland don't deserve that. But that's what world class is. This is what we've been seeing for years with Messi and Ronaldo. That's what world class is. It wins your games.
He's a big moment player, isn't he? It's one thing you'll always say. I mean,
gutting for you though, but gutting for the Irish. I feel for him.
I feel for the boys out there on that pitch. Honestly, just what they put into that game, like whatever about the fans and that. It's but that's the difference, isn't it? That's what the great players do in the great moments, and there's the difference between, you don't always get what you deserve, but
I'm saying 2 goals here. There's people in the chat saying he's not that good. Cry me a river. 2 world-class headers. 2 world-class against a very well-organised defence. But they can't do anything about that. His movement, his leap, and the goalkeeper who was brilliant, he can't get near him. We were talking about that Jota miss in the first half. He's tried to put that into the bottom corner. With a header, you head it down and you get it on target. But that guy, he doesn't do that. He will put it in the bottom corner. He can head it where the keeper can't get it. And that's something with Ronaldo that I remember from 2008, obviously in the Champions League final. I think he's become more and more appreciated for it, but his heading ability, I don't think there's a better header of the ball striker-wise in world football. Unbelievable. His overall game, very, very quiet, missed the penalty. And then in the last couple of minutes, he produces 2 moments that nobody else in the world can do. That's what he is. Whether I was watching this as a Juventus player or as a Madrid player, I'd still say the same. He's now a United player. We've got to get quality balls into the box. If I'm Ollie, I'm thinking I've got to get some quality balls into that box because he is unbelievable. And he's robbed Ireland tonight, and Portugal have robbed Ireland tonight, and they don't deserve it. But
I never quite realised how tall he was as well.
Viva Ronaldo.
Oh, that's...
Viva Ronaldo. Make sure you subscribe, everyone. Bottom right-hand corner. Craig's gutted because he's Irish. I lived there for 3 years. I'm gutted for them. They put in They don't look as bad as I thought they were going to do. I mean, it's no consolation for the Irish because you've lost. Nobody wants to be... I hate it when England lose and people go, oh, you were unlucky. I hate it. You've lost. But no points for Ireland. 3
How
played.
can we be 6 points behind Luxembourg?
That group is possible. You could finish 6. You could finish second in that group. What's going on?
I don't know. But again, it's heartbreaking, but you've got to credit the player in the big moments. He stood up. Clinical. I don't want to be admitting it as an Irish and Liverpool fan, but yeah, if you can't appreciate somebody who can do stuff like that, then why do you watch the game?
Yeah. No, yeah. It's one of those, isn't it? If that was against England, I'd be gutted. I'd probably be moaning about some defender losing him, but at the end of the day, I don't think you can even moan. It's great movement, it's a great leap, and it's great headers twice. You just can't do anything about it. And the guys missed the penalty as well. A lot of people don't. One thing I'd always say about Messi and Ronaldo is don't ever spend 80 minutes of a game telling me they're finished. Wait till the final whistle. Do not do it while the game's ongoing because you will end up looking like the bunch of prats that you did. He's a world-class striker. That's what he is. And I think there will be United fans who've watched him tonight and gone, oh, I didn't realise that's what he is now. That's what he is. He's a world-class number 9 who can be quiet for 85 minutes and then win you a game like that. Certainly, I said this on the United stand the other night, Ollie can't be thinking, well, Kadeki, I'll play Ronaldo for 70 and then I'll bring Cavani on for the last... No, you don't take Ronaldo off. You took Ronaldo off in this game, Ireland have just won the match. So, yeah, He's got to get done. But there was a penalty for Ireland, Craig. There was a penalty. That was a penalty on Connolly, and they were a bit unfortunate because if they got that and scored, they definitely don't lose.
I think we got to win it. I think Portugal dropped their heads a bit. But look, if ands and buts and all, it is what it is, you know. Progression from Stephen Kenny and the lads, you know, they put a shift in. They showed that they can play neat little patterns of play. Connolly a little bit wasteful in some opportunities, but you know, we weren't kicked around that pitch like I thought we were going to be tonight, to be honest with you. I thought that could be a massacre, but it wasn't. But still doesn't change the fact it's 0 points from 3 games.
Yeah. I thought they looked good tonight, Ireland, and I thought they were well organised, but there's obviously bigger problems going on because how are they losing those sort of, you know, how are they losing to Luxembourg? I don't know, but you know, sometimes it's easier, isn't it, when you're putting in a shift against the favourites and you work for each other. It's harder when you're the favourites. But Luke Shaw, 20 assists incoming, says Leela. You should see my fancy Premier League team now, actually. I'm not going to show it to anybody because I've done a bit of work on it. But needless to say, there's a Portuguese man up front and there's a United fullback in it. So, yeah.
I did have a look at bringing Ronaldo in, but
reasonably priced. I thought it was going to be like 15 million. He's 12.5.
He's probably the most expensive player in the game. I think joined with Harry Kane.
Lukaku's 12.5 as well.
I think there's a few of them around the 12.5 mark. I already had Salah in it, so I couldn't move the money around to get the 2 of them in. But it's that just sums up what I think everything you've said there, being quiet, because I can't really argue against what you've said there. You can be quiet for 88 minutes of a game, show up, get your opportunity, go home with 2 match balls and a record.
Well, he smashed the record by 2 now, hasn't he? And
yeah.
Somebody said he misses the next game, but the next game's actually a friendly for him against Qatar, which I presume the goals count. And then next week he's playing Azerbaijan. So I don't know whether anyone knows that about Ronaldo, whether he's...
It's the Azerbaijan game. If he come up on the screen, he misses next game, which will be, as far as I'm aware, has to be competitive.
Yeah. So he'll miss the Azerbaijan game, which is a bit of a pain for him, really, because taking his shirt off probably just cost him a hat-trick.
I know it might give him a bit more time to get back to Manchester and get sorted out. They might release him a bit earlier now.
Yeah. Maybe he's done it on purpose. No, he won't have done. He was just happy. He's banned against Azerbaijan, so he'll play against Qatar on Saturday, and then maybe they will. No, just read it. This is funny from Jamie on one of our website. He says Pele's going to release a statement tomorrow saying he disputes this and scored another 70 goals for Brazil in untelevised friendlies.
Probably be simple. I mean, we're laughing, but I think it's a little bit weird what he's been doing, to be fair, about the goal scoring stuff.
Pele?
Yeah, the whole question.
Is it legit? I always thought it was just a joke.
Oh, no, I believe genuinely that they have been... I don't know if it's Pele or if it's the Brazilian FA or Santos or somebody. Somebody's been looking into his goals and believes that there's another 30 or 40 to be had from somewhere.
This is the problem about life before TV, isn't it? What about that game that we played where I scored 4 goals and the next week I scored 6? What was that against? Well, everyone's dead now except me, and there was no television of it. But yeah, I don't know. Look, please subscribe, everyone. Bottom right-hand corner. That's Footballs for Everybody. We've had a fantastic game tonight. Not if you're Irish, but it was entertaining. And it's England against Hungary tomorrow night, so join us for that. But I watched this game with you, Craig, because we've bought a striker called Ronaldo. He didn't disappoint tonight.
No, unfortunately, he didn't.
He did you. But from a United point of view, I think there'll be a lot of people who've watched Ronaldo tonight and be very excited. For me, I just saw what I've been seeing for the last 5 or 6 years. That's what he is now. He's a world-class number 9. And if you put crosses into the box, he's going to, even if he doesn't get on the end of it, people are going to be so scared of him, there's going to be space in behind him. So I'm looking forward to it. But unlucky, Craig. I feel for the Irish tonight.
Yeah, I could have done with a little lift after yesterday's transfer window debacle, to be honest with you. I thought I might have got it here when we got that goal, but
just stay in tomorrow. Don't do anything because it comes in threes. So God knows, you're not doing anything competitive tomorrow, are you?
Mate, do I look like a man that's doing anything competitive anytime soon?
Don't put a bet on. Don't do anything tomorrow. Just stay out of trouble because you're going to be disappointed. You're not watching any like Netflix series, are you? You're on the last episode thinking what's going to happen, and
no, but I'm thinking twice now about checking in for this flight.
That's on Friday. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah, something will happen tomorrow. I'll go out there, give the kids a football, and tell them to aim it at the window or something, just to make sure the third thing happens.
Swee, swoo. Anyway, Ronaldo, fantastic. Pleasure. Look at that. I love his heading ability. I can't wait for him to score for United. That's to come. Unlucky Ireland tonight. You lost to Ronaldo. You didn't lose to Portugal. You beat Portugal. You just lost to Ronaldo. He was absolutely superb. And I thought Ireland played well, but you don't get anything for playing well. You've got to win. Thanks for coming on, Craig. Appreciate that.
Pleasure as always. Thank you to you guys in the chat.
Enjoy your weekend.
Same to you, sir.
And I will probably be down at Solihull Moors if anyone wants to see me at 3:00 on Saturday. They're playing at home again. Can't remember who they're playing, but I'll pop down there. Obviously, I'm backing them. I back them anyway, but a bit more publicly this year. So, National League, Solihull Moors, 3:00 kickoff. And Craig might be at Bradford.
There you go.
There you go. Supporting the National League. There you go. Thanks, everyone, for watching. There's content on the United Stand, some good stuff on there about Haaland, Ronaldo, and other stuff. So make sure you check that out. And I'll be back on here tomorrow for England versus Hungary. Make sure you tune in for that, and we'll have a good chat again. Take care, everyone. Speak to you all in a bit.